All right, y'all. So right now it's Sunday night, 12:01, and me and Robin, we're starting this fast.
Yep. Yeah, we're in the house. Yep, mic check. Yeah, make sure you get your chat room. I see. Make sure you share, guys. Make sure you share. I'm here. And we got the whole crew in the house. Robin's here, and Rocky's here, and Maria Davis is here, and Gary D is here. Gary Fax is here. G Swag is here today, too. Yeah, G Swag is here. Yep. So make sure you guys share. Hey. What's up, Cynthia? She's like, you gotta do the rock out your brother. Hey gang, it's mostly sunny in New York. It's 90 degrees. The high was 93 degrees today, and the low will be 77 tonight at around, well, you know it's gonna be 84 degrees at 8 p.m. tonight, so that's gonna be kind of crazy. We're not reaching 77 until 3 in the morning. So basically, up until 12 midnight, it's gonna be 81, somewhere between 84 and 81 degrees. Tonight sounds like an air conditioned night for y'all tonight, y'all. For sure. But right now, currently, in New York City, it's 90 degrees. Feeling good. Big shout out to all my people listening out on the beach. Too kind to be tuning in. Thank you. That's the Jersey Shore. So that's like night beach. Yeah, my whole crew's in the house tonight, so I'm feeling pretty good. Big shout out to Jody from The Shadow. We had a good time with the Shadow Boat Ride with DJ Red Alert, Ted Smooth, DJ 6-3. So that was dope. Yeah, you know, we were just working. We got 10 minutes to Showtime. Yo, what's up? Lazy ladies in the building. We almost there. Word up. Ladies in the house. We've been doing a lot of stuff.
But I don't know how it's gonna be.
This is actually ridiculous what happened to.
Before I did my chin or my mustache or my
Like, why did she do this? What's up, Al Pazal? Al Pazal's in the building. Why would she do this madness?
It's recorded. Oh my god, that hurts really bad.
It doesn't make any sense. I mean, when I saw this, I was like, you're absolutely positively crazy. And, well, yeah, okay.
Uh-oh. That's a really big uh-oh.
Man, that was the craziest shit I ever seen. We got 10 minutes for Showtime, y'all. Yeah, about 9 minutes out. Big shout out to Al, my man, Lazy Lays in the building. Big shout out to Taylor's Media in the house. We working. We are working. Cynthia Tibbs in the house. I love it. We have a good time today. In the meantime, vibe out. You know, I just try to get y'all in the chat room early because 7 o'clock, you know, we hit the button. Salabada Vera's in the building. What's up, bro? I'm just doing some sharing right now. Share to my main page. And the whole crew is back, which is really dope. It's been a long time since we've all been together. Economics. Big shout out to my man Ronnie Wright. I ran into Ronnie Wright the other day. Photographer to the stars, Ronnie Wright. Oh, I'll just call him. This is good. I spoke to him. Big shout out to WSME. I know it's 7 o'clock, so I could blast off. Did we get Maria Davis in the house? All right. We fine. Huh? He's supposed to go. He's the intern. Did you get some water from Maria? Give Maria whatever she wants. Come on, we still got 10 minutes. Give Maria whatever she wants. I don't care. Just get it. Just get what she wants. Huh? Okay, yeah, don't get that. Big shout out to Mari Valles is in the house. What's up, Mari? I see you. Word up. Maria Davis said she wanted Cristal and Dawn Perignon. Okay, my wallet is not that deep today. I was thinking more like water, you know. You know, cold cut. Stuff like that. You know, guest stuff. Big shout out to DJ Red Alert. Saw him this week. That was dope. Okay, I'm just monitoring the stream, y'all. Making sure that we're cool, because there's some internet issues going on in the area. So I'm just trying to make sure that everything is all good. Maria's here. Hey, Robin, give me a mic check, Robin. Oh, we haven't heard you in a long time.
I know. Hey, guys.
Oh, look at that. Oh, we got Robin's voice.
Mic check.
Robin's back.
Keep me on a second. I want to.
All right.
Yes, you were. And don't worry, because, well, Rock gave you my number. He didn't give me your number. And I would have called you, too.
Yeah, we got to put that together, people.
He's just trying to keep things in order. I didn't see a plug. Okay, so if you saw a plug, you better find it.
Okay.
Okay. So let's just.
Should still be up to
Sorry.
All right, am I still mic checking?
Nah, I mean, you're on.
Okay, good.
Yeah, you're not mic checking.
No, I just, I wanted to share something with you guys. We're all, of age, and we're able to find this very amusing. So I saw a flyer, and it has a woman on a horse.
Okay.
And it says, "You don't stop riding when you get old. You get old when you stop riding." What do you think about that?
I like that. You do. What was up with that kid that they found in a bra and some red stuff?
Oh, well, are you gonna put the show
we'll talk
on?
about it. Yeah, we'll put the show in a minute. I still got 6 minutes.
I got a lot of stuff I want to bring up.
Yeah,
but
6 minutes.
we're gonna stick to the topic. I think we can tie it all together.
Yeah, I mean, the masculinity thing, right? Is it under attack?
Yeah. Is it?
Feeling good, y'all. Looking good. I put on my glasses. I don't want you to see these blood pressure eyes.
Ah, there it is.
Hey, what's up, Ree? See, now I can't see anything. See, this is when you get old. You can't wear shades.
Wait a minute, let's not change the topic. What's going on with your blood pressure?
It's high.
I'm on the medication.
Kentucky Fried Chicken. What?
I'm taking the medication now.
What?
I'm taking it.
And what you eating now?
Kentucky Fried Chicken.
I had Kentucky Fried Chicken the other day. It was a sin. It was a sin. It was a moment though. But for the most part, I just been kind of like.
Just chew on a clove of garlic a day.
Or wood stick from Jamaica or something.
A wood stick from Jamaica.
Get some sea moss, bro.
Are you doing sea moss?
Nah, I can do some sea moss. I can get that.
Elderberry, sea moss, black seed.
Oh, we gonna shop. Cause I need that in my life.
Be doing all of that and lots of
Don't be taking those medicines that the doctor's prescribing you. They don't.
Some water that you buy and leave it. You can
I have a case of water at the house.
That ain't helping you. You need it here.
Mama Maria.
That's it. She knows what's
She does.
best.
Nah, I know she does.
That's right.
We're gonna talk. Maria's gonna give me a shopping list.
Listen to the woman.
She's gonna give me a shopping list. Cause I need to really get this stuff under control.
Follow Tabitha Brown. She's a vegan. Phenomenal.
And Queen of Food too, right?
Yeah. But Tabitha shows you how to cook and stuff on Instagram.
Ah.
That's the one that Red Wendy Lovely.
Oh, I didn't know about that.
Commented on her retiring her husband. None of her business. You gotta see how she's stepped in. I want everybody here to pray.
Once again, it's 93 degrees in New York. Tonight is going down to about 84 to 80. So it's going to be a warm night. So you're probably going to be rocking those ACs tonight. That's probably going to be the deal. It's going to be a little muggy, y'all. So hop in the shower, do what you got to do. Elderly, if you're in the elderly, you got to make sure you get to a cooling station because it's going to be pretty warm tonight. 84 degrees at the nighttime. Phew, that's crazy. It's 93 degrees. It's 93 degrees right now, and the sun is going down. It's 93 degrees, so hot summer day.
It could be California out there. What's going on the West Coast? They
Yeah, I
got
don't
fires going on. Wildfires.
Yeah. The West Coast is burning, y'all. It's the West Coast is burning. It's hot out there. What? Matter of fact, was it Arizona or one of them recorded the hottest temperature ever on Earth?
I think it's Arizona.
Yeah, like it was. Yeah.
Las Vegas, and they said it's 116 degrees.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's the hottest temperature on Earth.
Death Valley.
All right, y'all. So it is now 7 o'clock, and it's time for me to go to work. Chat room's populating.
Share, guys.
Make sure you share. That's why we're here.
Share it.
All right.
Thumbs up and share. Like and share.
Okay.
Subscribe.
Welcome to The Real Discussion with Rock Logic, Gary Fax, Rocky D, and guess who's next to me? We got Robin back. Isn't that
guys.
crazy? Yeah. Oh my God.
I'm back.
Robin is back in the house.
I'm back.
Make sure you guys share, and share.
And like.
You know what I'm saying? Share. Yeah, we love when you like it because when you like it, it pops up on the screen and we can actually see that you're appreciating the
When
show.
we like it, we love it.
Exactly. And in a moment, I'm just telling you the truth. I'm gonna be asking y'all for some money. I'm just saying.
Uh-oh.
I do this
Why
every
you
week.
wait till I get on the
Subscribe. Right. You want to see more Robin? Give me some money. I can't afford to keep her around.
Uh-oh.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what it is. All right. Nah. All right, I'm not gonna ask you for money. No, I am really.
Oh my God.
No, I've been watching these YouTube guys, and like you be seeing like $20 pop up here, $5 there.
You gotta get on YouTube heavy, bro.
Yeah, apparently I'm gonna have to leave this Facebook thing.
I've been trying to tell you.
Yeah, it's crazy. Hey, what's up, Evie? Evie's like, hey, Robin.
Hi.
There you go. North Carolina's in the house.
Hey, what's up?
Word up.
NC, the place to be.
I'm gonna hit the button and bang. It's glad to be back.
Back.
So for the first time in, I guess about a month and a half, we're all in the same place at the same time.
That's good.
You know what
Good
I'm
stuff.
saying?
Yeah. No
And
doubt.
I think that's dope because that shows growth, really. You know what I'm saying? The fact that we weren't all able to be here, really, you know, because of different aspects of either of our lives or just the growth of the situation, you know, I think that's dope. And the show still went on. You know what I'm saying? Like
Rocky and Gary and Jeff's holding it down.
Yeah, they held it down. That was
Look
really,
at that.
I was watching shows and like, look at these guys, man. And then the one week that Rocky wasn't here, and it was just Jeff and Gary. It was incredible. They just was going off.
They held it down.
You know what I'm saying? They held it down. So it was really great. Big shout out to LaFonda Map. LaFonda, how you doing?
Hey.
She says, welcome back. She says, welcome back, Robin. How you doing? Hey, guys. Hope all is well. We're having a good time. Bella Fox, hello from Cali. Cali. Finally.
In the house.
Finally, the beautiful Robin. There you go.
Wait, wasn't Bella? Didn't she sit here?
She was here. Yeah.
Thank
Bella
you,
said
Bella.
that. Yeah,
Thank
Bella,
you,
that's
Bella. We love you, Bella. Thank you.
That's right. Bella actually sat in for Robin one time.
Yes.
That's it. Big shout out to Shelly.
Did a good job, too.
Yeah, Shelley.
Excellent job.
Hey, Shelly. She says Tennessee's in the house.
Yeah, Shelley.
CC
Hey.
Jackson. Hey, y'all. What's up, CC Jackson? Lazy Elliott, my man Lazy Lays. Mari Velez is in the house. So y'all all in early. I see y'all.
I love it. Share.
Yeah. Make sure
Share
you
this
the
show.
Yeah, please. So I just kind of enjoy that. My week has been pretty uneventful in terms of me actually getting out and going out. You know what I'm saying? I finally completed the studio in the crib, so now I have the recording studio in the house.
Give
now.
yourself some claps.
You know what I'm saying? So
That's good stuff.
that's finally been completed. You know what I'm saying? And I guess when you're not feeling well, you know what I'm saying? It's a nice little project to have in your crib that you can just kind of put together, as how you feel, you know what I mean?
That's
And
right.
Finally got completed. The microphone came in, did some recording, been doing some recordings and stuff.
Ooh.
Been testing out the equipment, seeing how things work, how programs gel together. And that's really
Rock is a
been,
rock star.
yeah, I'm definitely having some fun.
Oh,
On fire.
yeah.
On fire.
You know what I'm saying?
On fire.
I think I'm gonna do an album, right? And I think what I'm gonna do is an album that I want to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not doing it for the people. You know what I'm saying? When I make the Sticky in the Hoods records, when I make the Shake What Your Mama Gave You records, I'm doing that for the people. I'm doing it for the money. I'm doing it for the people, right? But the one thing that career, which has been a beautiful career, has had its limit and has its limitations because no one wants to hear me say anything. You know what I'm saying? They just want to hear me say, 6 words and get them hype, you know what I'm saying? When I actually have all these ideas in my head that I want to express. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this album, and yes, I'm going to be rapping, yes. And yes, I'm going to be doing some singing, yes. I'm going to do all
Wow,
those
you're
things.
going to be singing, too?
Yeah.
Hello?
So I'm just going to kind of make this record.
Are you going to do some Keith Sweat joints?
You know what?
Type,
And if the inspiration hits me, why not?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if I will whine my way through a record,
Okay.
if necessary. So I think this record, like I said, I'm not doing it for, listen, if the public likes it, that's dope. You know what I'm saying? If they don't like it, then that's dope too. Like, it's something I need to get out of my system.
Right. Get it out of your system.
You know what I'm saying?
And by the third album, you'll be ready to let it go.
Yeah, I'll be like, you know what? We've done that. Like, because I think it's something that's on my bucket list. I've never, made a record that I wanted to make.
Okay.
You know
well,
what I'm
I
saying?
think it's
So-
time.
Yeah, so I think this is.
It's never too late.
Good job.
Yeah.
I'm hearing it.
Yeah. What happened, Maria?
Are y'all on Anchor?
Are we on Anchor?
We're on Anchor after,
This show
not
is-
live. We're on Anchor after we upload on Anchor because Anchor distributes it out to Spotify and all that stuff.
Yeah, that's what he's saying.
Yep. Don't stop. Get it. Oh, that's very funny, LaFonda. From the shower to recording studio. Absolutely, Al. That's what's happening right now. Bella Fox says, gracias. So, Robin, what have you been doing? What's going on? Talk to me, people.
Well, I've been, as you know, I haven't been here, so I've been working. Right now, just getting into the flow, back into the work schedule. Yeah. They wanted us to come in 3 days out of a 2-week work week, but because this is outside of New York City, so I have to travel, all the way to White Plains. So I'm like, you know what? Instead of doing the back and forth, work one day, not work, I'd rather do 1 week on, 1 week off, and keep myself in schedule until everybody comes back after Labor Day. So that's what I'm doing, but I'm finding it to be very expensive.
And
Yeah.
how much is a 2-way round trip?
Well, in the morning when I get on the train, it's about $19.24.
Round trip?
No.
One way.
Wow.
Yeah.
So it's $40 round trip.
No. In the evening, it's $9.75.
They're trying to
So-
make you get that pass.
Yeah, but even with the pass, I'm trying to figure out once I get like the finances, worked out. I don't know if it's going to be more easier for me to just get a car. And pay the money that I would pay for commuting.
I think so. Because if you're paying $400 a month commuting, right? That's what the pass is.
Well, it's not even you mean the monthly,
Yeah, the monthly is about $400, right?
pretty much.
Yeah, that's a dope car.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? Like $400 a month, you could be in a Benz if your credit is right.
Yeah.
That doesn't make any sense.
I know. So right now, that's where I'm at. Since I'm now starting the flow of getting into the schedule.
Got you.
Now I can actually work out my budget.
Okay.
So that's what I'm doing. But other than that, just working for the man.
Yeah.
Working for the man.
And I just want to say that now I can dispel the rumors, right? Because there was a lot of things that were circulating on the internet.
Like what?
Or that you had left the show and we had an argument. And it was just really.
Yeah,
We had an argument.
one person tells two
Who
men,
said
two
that?
sides.
It was just coming across in chat. Stop hitting the camera, Rocky.
Yeah, I'm shaking over here.
It was coming across in chats, and I got an email like, "Yo, are you and Robin okay?" And I'm like,
Of course we're okay.
I'm like, there's no problem. I'm like, she has to do something. She's working.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
I got to travel to get all the way from White Plains to Queens. That's, I got to take planes, trains, and automobiles to get out here.
So it's
hard.
I want to dispel the myths that it was not a riff.
No. There
know what
was
I'm
nothing
saying?
going on. It's all love. I love all of you.
It was crazy. I was like, why am I hearing this stuff? Gary, what's up?
Things is good, bro. Things is good. Just dealing with my artist, Baba T.
That's it.
That's dealing with. I don't like the way you started off with that.
Like I'm dealing with him.
Yeah, like what?
What are you doing, G-Dub? What's his name? Gary Swag. G-Swag. What are you doing?
Swag.
G-Swag.
Because that's some G-Swag shit.
Yeah, dealing with. What's
dealing
happening
with
with
him.
that?
Dealing with him.
He's going to be coming in from Australia in September because now they're on lockdown with this whole COVID stuff. So it's a little crazy.
Are the checks clearing, Gary?
Absolutely.
All right. That's the only
Absolutely.
thing that matters.
Absolutely.
Happy Friday, says Heather Happ. What's up, Hev?
Hey.
Mariana Dundas says, it's good to see the gang all back together. Oh, guess what?
Yeah.
Anthony Wright.
That's my
What's
man,
up,
Tom.
Rock, Gary, Rocky, and hey, Robin.
Hey.
First of all, I can't believe you made it into the show before 9 o'clock.
Toad.
It's just
So
wow.
what you doing, Toad?
Wow, thanks. Go ahead. So what else is going on?
So yeah, he's been in MTV Next. He's been on Hip Hop Weekly. His Spotify streams is up. His YouTube streams is up. So things is happening.
Okay.
Excellent. All right, good.
Things is happening.
Congratulations to Baba T. I just want to congratulate, while I'm at that, I want to congratulate KDW, right, which is Stan's group. Stan's Kids, actually. Stan's Kids. We put out a song called Nowadays. Remember, we did that about 2 years ago.
I remember that.
And I went to Spotify to check things out, and they're at 83,000 streams. So big shout out to them for
Nice.
for that achievement. For a record that nobody knew, a group nobody knew, for them to have 83,000 streams is phenomenal. So I just wanted to give them that. Rocky, what's up? What's your week, bro?
What's going on, Rocky?
So I've been good, working, just working. Working with you in the studio a little bit.
Yeah.
Working at the job and just working about the show.
Right. So, Rocky, when you gonna come up with some vocals?
We're working on that right now. We're working on that. That's being worked on
you gotta
right
bust
now.
some vocals down,
It's
bro.
coming out. It's coming out. It's all good.
I love that.
It's all good. It's coming out.
Yeah, Rocky's working on it.
Yeah. The beats are hot.
I think Rocky's finding out that, it's a little different to right now, you know what I'm saying? And I had to get into pocket, and then he's got to get into pocket. But I had a tough time, when I first
You
started
gotta
writing.
let it hit you.
Yeah, once that inspiration hits you, it just starts flying off. It just,
We almost got one
Business
good. That one we did this morning was hot.
oh, yeah, this one joint is crazy.
That's crazy.
And then the other one, the pop-sounding song, really good also.
That's the one I'm talking about. The one you did when I got back with that beat, the freestyle, that was hot.
Which one? Now I'm confused.
I'm
Go ahead, hit the camera again. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm shaking over
The one
here.
with When I walked in the house, I saw I broke out, and that was already.
Oh, you
done.
talking about today?
Yeah.
Yeah. You talking about Let the Angels Sing.
Yeah, Let the Angels Sing.
There you go.
So let's talk about Jeff, because Jeff is here in spirit, right? He gave us some topics he wanted to talk about.
Yes, he did. And I just want to give a big shout out to Regina Pantalone.
Hey.
Greetings to everyone all the way from the Philippines with the morning show in the Philippines.
Don't forget to like and share, too.
Absolutely. Please. We love to see that. Hillary, happy Friday. Greetings from New Jersey. Always good to see you. So what was happening with Mr. Jeff St. Fleur?
Hold on. What are the topics?
Come on now.
Well, I mean, off the cuff, the hill we're dealing with is masculinity
Under attack
in general, right? That's where we're at with it. And is it? I mean, so what does that mean? Is masculinity under attack? Like, what are we talking about here? Like,
Tell you right now.
is it? I mean, are we talking about from a sense of like what we're seeing on TV and in shows and I mean, what are we talking about? Are we saying that?
All of it.
Are we saying women are becoming more masculine
I think that's
and sort of demasculizing
Well,
men?
let's unpack that though.
Okay.
First, let's talk about why do we think, or is masculinity under attack? You know, for me, I'm finding that a lot of commercials now, movies, have certain subtle, subtle, hints of, I wouldn't say, homosexuality.
Yeah, it is.
But it seems to be everywhere. Like for me, I can't go anywhere without it, being in my face.
Right.
And I have gay friends. I love my gay friends, but I believe that in the Black community, especially, dealing with, men who are incarcerated now, gay men, men just not available for whatever reason, there is not enough masculinity to hold up our people. And I think that right now we have movements, the Me Too movement, not to say that there's anything wrong with it or it's not justified. However, for the Black community, I think the family structure is pretty much demolished when you remove the Black male from it.
Right. So now, when we talk about masculinity, what would you consider to be masculine in a man? Like what? Like what would the characteristics be?
I think a man should have character, right? Mm-hmm. He should be able to have strength, not strength as far as like physical strength, but be a man of character, strength,
and fortitude.
Right. And moral.
And moral. Okay.
Moral.
Yeah, but also you have to think about the women today. They get upset. I mean, believe it or not, I've actually seen. I'm the type of person. I'm old school.
Yeah.
I believe opening the door for a lady, opening the car door, put the seat out. I believe that.
Right.
But women today, a lot of them don't want that.
No, you have to realize that you cannot unring a bell. The days of traditional, values in delineating what a man and a woman is, and the roles that they play, are not going to go back to the way we've always believed it to be.
I'm not ready for today's.
Yeah, today's generation is not what we have. I mean, as older people, it's not what we have, dealt with, lived with, and was raised with.
Yeah.
Frankly.
I mean, I from how I understood and just in my own character, and what I've seen, right, with the young generation, with it, like, to take a woman out to dinner, right? That means that you're going to pay for the dinner, right?
Exactly.
They have this thing where they're like, okay, we're going Dutch, right? I'm gonna take you to the movie. We're going Dutch, right? I don't really understand the concept of that. That okay, we're going Dutch. That doesn't really. If I'm inviting you out, I'm like, all right, well, come on, let's go eat. You know what I'm saying? And I'm inviting you out. The Dutch thing I don't understand. So, and it's the man doing the Dutch thing, right?
Yeah,
That's a characteristic that I ain't cool with.
Okay.
And then with this new type of man, right? These young, and women in the chat room, I'm going to ask you this question. Do you feel safe when you're on the street with him? Do you think that if it comes down to it, that he's going to be able to sustain and knuckle up? if something happens.
Well, does he have to knuckle up though?
I mean, just with anything, he might.
It is what it is.
You know what I'm saying? If he's with somebody and not even somebody saying anything to you, or maybe they do something to y'all.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying? Would you feel safe with this character that wants to go Dutch? You know what I'm saying? Does he have the chops to be able to deal with that situation?
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
well, I've been on a date where another male came on to me while I was with another, the guy I came with, and the guy that I came in with, he handled it perfectly. He was just like, "Excuse me, bro. This is, she's with me." The guy didn't. I mean, the way he told him with authority, like, "Listen, you don't want none. Let's just, be respectful."
does not do that.
Right. And the guy was like, "Okay, dude, sorry." And I was like, "Woo, pennies wet." So I was like, "Yeah." Wow. I was like, "I like that. I like that. I did."
She said, "Patty's wet."
And that's I mean, but that's how a woman wants to feel,
safe.
though.
Yeah, safe.
They want to feel safe. Like, listen, money, listen, you don't want none of this. You know what I'm saying? So you want that. And I just think, I think that we're already programmed, right? We're all in our 50s, right? Mm-hmm. So we're already programmed to be what we're going to be. It's the kids that I'm looking at, and I'm saying, the kids that don't have to work for anything in terms of everybody gets a trophy in sports. You know what I'm saying? The kids that, that they're not fighting. They're fighting online. You know what I'm saying? They're doing this online gangster thing.
Yeah, but is that our fault? Is that our fault? Because the generation that's coming up are our kids.
Yes.
Is it our fault?
I don't think so. I'm gonna tell you, and actually, here's what's really crazy. It really kind of ain't our kids, because my daughter, who's 35, is still on that masculine sort of a thing. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But those kids that were born like in the 2000s, late 98 into the 2000s, that's the generation that's strange to me. You know what I'm saying?
Those are the crack babies.
No, that's the 80s.
What's the 80s?
That's the 80s. This is post-crack.
Oh, wait. These are the ADHD kids.
Yes, these are the bug outs.
These are, what's those pills they used to take? Ritalin?
Ritalin. Yeah, these are the Ritalin children.
Ritalin children.
These are Ritalin children. Okay. So I don't see that. Heather said the cutoff is 1997. That's what Ritalin says. JK. What's JK?
Joke.
Oh, joke. Oh, no, dude. Okay.
Learn the lingo.
Sorry. Richly Lopez, 35 years old. Yeah, that's how old she is. 35 or 36.
Who is?
Sade. Sade was born in 85. How old is that? What's the math?
Oh, my God.
A man bigger than me. Marianne Dundas says... Oh, well, first of all, Tina Richards says, good evening, everybody. And Marianne Dundas says, a man bigger than me makes her feel safe.
Oh.
Personally, I only feel safe with a strong man. Okay, there you go. That's what it is.
But what makes him strong, though?
I think she's talking about physical strength.
Yeah, because I've seen big guys get knocked out.
Let's bring Maria in on this. Let's bring Maria. Which one do you want to swap with Maria? Which one do you want to give it up?
Check it out, my seat.
Okay, cool.
Oh, Gary.
Gary's getting up.
Oh, he knocking stuff down.
Hater.
Yeah, man. What, Gary?
Yeah, put the light back on.
What?
You turned it away from me.
I'm sorry.
Or away from me.
You know he has to have the spotlight on him. Stop.
Man. And Marie, she's been around a long time.
Yes.
So she'll have something to say about this stuff. And we love Maria.
We love Maria.
Battery dying. I will be back. Okay, Marianne. Thanks for the heads up.
Let me look for my plugs.
No, you got
headphones are right there. There you go.
No, I'm talking about my plug I left last time I was here.
Oh, somebody got that. I think somebody got it. You want to clean it off before you put it on?
And you know what happened? I'll tell you what happened. Rocky cleaned the room just a few minutes ago. We hadn't cleaned the room since you left. So it was probably here. She's going, yeah, right. There you go. Battery dying. Be right back. Okay, cool.
That's the law of social distancing and COVID. You got to clean your place up.
Yes, indeed. So I abide by the law.
You got to turn them around. I think you can flip them around.
Yep. Let me see. I got you.
Y'all got me discombobulated headphones. What the hell is going on here?
There you go.
Oh.
There you go. Cool. Now, Maria,
There
can
she is.
you hear Maria? Maria Davis is in the house.
In the house, Maria.
Maria
Hello.
Wells, Robin, how are you, Juicy?
Okay, all right.
Robin, how are you, Juicy?
I'm busting with
apparently
juice.
she's just creaming. Wow, creaming and screaming. Big shout out to Maria Davis in the house.
Hey,
Y'all have some sexual talk going on,
yeah, all the
Yeah,
time.
we're just trying to figure some things out.
Yeah.
So we're trying to figure out, Maria, first of all, it's become a thing now where sort of like the women are now asking the men out to date now. That seems to be sort of the new thing. And with this new generation, are they as masculine as we are? Is masculinity under attack? Like, you know, the chauvinism technically, I guess, kind of what it was, but without being over the top. Like,
I don't know what women are doing.
okay.
I ain't in their world.
That's it.
This is some new and improved women. God bless them. But I still want a man to hold the door,
There you
take the
go.
garbage out. I'm not built for that. If I can carry a little bag of garbage, I will. But I love men being around doing men things.
Right.
Let a man be a man.
Right. So, what is the new thing these women are doing? What is the new
She
thing?
don't know. She said.
What are they?
They splitting the bills.
Right. Right.
Guys going to dinner with hats on and do-rags and caps.
And saggy jeans,
Yes.
real
Right.
tight, tighter than a girl's pants.
And they still got the drooping pants too. I'm like,
And it's all down over the butt.
and the older men too. It ain't only
What the
young.
heck is going on out here?
Yeah. So,
Be confused.
is there a loss of is there a loss of chivalry,
No, there's loss of identity.
There you go.
of identity? What do
There
we-
you go.
Because now we have all these new terminologies. Women now are cis women. You got LGBTQ, binary. I'm like, what the hell?
Right.
So you could just pick your own identity. And when you could just pick your own identity,
Right.
What they call that diffusion is called identity diffusion.
it's a distraction.
Yes. But I got to tell you who, I'm going to read this article though. Let's get started with that. It's about masculinity.
Okay.
Actually. A masculine problem is what it's called. It's from Quartz, Africa. It says the alt-right is mad about a $600,000 Trump program in Kenya linking violent extremism to masculinity. So they're studying men in Africa
Okay.
to find out if there's a correlation between masculinity and violence.
That is the dumbest crap.
Yeah. Nah. Yeah. I mean,
That
you can
sounds
be
like some
masculine.
slave plantation stuff.
Yeah,
They put them
yeah.
on the chopping block and cut their foot off so they can't run.
Like Kucha Kinte.
BS is that.
Yeah. I mean, I agree.
I mean, they're putting money behind this.
And why are they doing African men? Why you don't do men in Europe?
No,
Right.
because they want to know how to control the black man here.
Oh,
See, the problem
The
is that
black man here and the ones in Africa are totally different.
no, not
they are.
exactly. Let me tell you, everything that has been going on between international relations has a lot to do with African Americans, believe it or not. And I'll give you an example. Remember when Ronald Reagan was president?
Yes.
And they had that scandal about Iran-Contra?
Yeah.
And it turns out that they were peddling cocaine. Rick Ross was the face of it,
Right.
but crack.
Not the rapper.
He did not invent crack. It was actually developed in a lab in Caltech, in a university.
Right.
And Rick Ross was given CIA protected crack just to peddle in the black community. Okay.
highway, Rick Ross, freeway.
Yeah. Freeway.
This is
Yeah.
all of these things that, and honestly, if you pull back the curtain, it's really about communism and how the Russians, they were using it, to fight the Russians. They were using it as a proxy war. So all the crackers you see out there now, or back then, is all part of like a propaganda war between the United States and Russia. And whole communities were devastated and decimated.
Absolutely. Yeah. 100%.
Then they turned the people who peddled the CIA crack, the protected crack, and they made laws to put them in jail.
Absolutely.
And they spent 40 years in jail just because of a proxy war between the United States and Russia.
Wow. They say needed a
Don't tell me that this ain't got nothing to do with the correlation between what's going on over there and here.
Because it always does.
Right.
It always does,
and because black men are in jail or cracked out or whatever, they got rid of them, and then they prop the black women up, right?
Right.
Now the black women don't have men to protect them, and then they blame black women for being masculine.
I gotta hit the button on that.
She just broke it down.
Right.
She had me bobbing my head.
Because you're right, yeah. And now that you've done this elevation thing, now the black, and then they don't respect the black man. You know what I'm saying? Which is the other.
Well,
crazy
I mean, the thing is that once I don't know if you watch Butt Breaking. I think I'm gonna have to watch it tonight. But Tariq Nasheed's film. But a lot of times, all you need to do is, if you have an athlete or entertainer or anyone who you can, because the bottom line is, we are educated by a white system. We get our degrees from white institutions. When we play sports for the white team owners, they give us money and they basically back us down because they already know that they're paying us to basically not, say anything against them. And they remind people of that every day.
Yes, they do.
And the black man he wants his own identity. He wants to be strong with his family. But you constantly if you get to a certain level in your life, you find out you think you have dominance over your environment until they tell you and remind you that you don't.
Right, yeah.
And how do you look at your black woman and remind her that you're the man of the house?
Right.
When someone's got his foot on your neck.
Right. Letting you know that, listen, I pay the bills.
Right.
I actually pay the bills.
Right. And if you're too poor to take care of your woman, she goes to welfare and the white man gives her money so that you can stay out of the house.
Right.
Absolutely.
Boy, somebody, welcome back, Robin. Claudine, remember Claudine?
Claudine, that's right.
That's
She
right.
would hide the man in the closet.
James Earl Jones was the
So
man.
is there an attack on masculinity? What say you?
Say I.
What say you?
After all that, what else did it say? I mean, no, but of course there is. I mean, to me there is.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? There's always been an attack on the masculine of black man because whenever we go for it, you know what I'm saying? And in my small little existence, when I went for it, people were trembling because I went for it. You know what I'm saying? They were like, yo, this dude ain't going for the BS. You know what I'm saying? So when I was out there as a teenager, you know what I'm saying? And I wasn't really fighting a whole lot of black people. I was fighting a lot of white people. I was fighting Italians. I was fighting Albanians and all that. I'm telling you that they forced graduation on me. You know what I'm saying? Because technically I wasn't supposed to graduate.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I only had
you big dummy.
Yeah, I was too cool to go to school. Like that was kind of my thing.
Right.
Because I figured out that if I read the books, right, I can just go and take the exams.
Okay.
So I would stay home and read the books because that's what they taught from, and I would take the exams. But during that process of me going through high school, I do remember that when at the worst of it, was when the whole neighborhood came to kill me.
Whoa.
That was the worst of it. The worst of it was when I walked out the door and the whole neighborhood up there on Astor Avenue in the Bronx by Pelham Parkway, they were there to kill me. Straight up. Because it was like, this dude is ridiculous with it. Because I was, they'd come in the room, they'd be like, today is good nigga day. And I'd be like, word?
Oh.
Boop, bop, boop, bop, boop. Oh, but not him. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And it got to the point where it's like, it's good nigga day except for you. Except for you, right? Except for you, right?
But then you had to sit by and watch them pummel on other black people.
No, but what happened?
Accessory, bro.
What happened is this: I would if you walked with me, you were in this protective bubble. Ooh. You know what I'm saying? Like it was like, okay, now no, he's there. No. So if you were smart enough, you walked me to the bus stop. You know what I'm saying? Like you got it. You walked to the bus stop.
I'm surprised you weren't like what's that the Pettis Bridge where they walked across that bridge and you were
waiting for it.
with dogs.
But you see, that's the power in that, right? The power in that is when you're powerful, they'll come full strength.
Oh yeah.
Like there was adults out there. Just think this: there was adults out there for a 17-year-old boy.
Right.
Because that's all I was. Because I graduated at 17.
Right.
Imagine
if you lived in Alabama.
Right, exactly. Then the lynching would have happened.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It was like, thank God for the Zulu Nation and my dad and all that.
I was going to say your dad.
That came, you know what I'm saying, and got me out of that. But sure, there's an attack on black masculinity because if we was ever to actually unify,
Absolutely.
and really get straight.
They are petrified.
Right, of the unification process. You know, we form like Voltron. If the unification process happens, then they know there's a problem.
So
then they know
can
can't be beat.
can we, knowing that this is an issue? I mean, would is it fear that is prevent? Because white men do not fear black men
At all.
At all. Because we kill each other. Like, it's not even a problem. They actually hold bets every day at a bar in Long Island. They actually have a bet to see how many blacks were killed in certain cities.
Shut up.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
That was on the news. Didn't they get
Yeah.
busted or something?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, they got busted. It was on
they
Channel
have
7.
like a Deadpool. They actually do. It's a running gag.
Wow.
Yeah, they done that. I know exactly what she's talking about.
I never heard that. That's
Let me
crazy.
see here. Hold on. We got keep talking because I got a call
All
coming.
right, fine.
Hold
No,
on for 1 second. Hold on, let me get this straight.
so yeah, I think traditional
let me
values.
get my roadcaster on.
Get it on.
Yeah, because I think that's Lay's.
Oh, Lay's. Oh, little Lay's.
Hold on,
I miss
gonna be
Lay's.
good.
Lays with golf elbow lays.
Yeah, Lay's got the golf elbow. Now that's when you know you're a professional.
When you start talking my language, I have to jump in.
There you go. There you go. Hey, Lay's.
What's going on, ladies?
Hey,
How's your
What's up,
elbow?
y'all?
How's your elbow?
much better.
What happened to you?
Yes.
I still have a protuberance
Ooh.
on my elbow.
Ooh.
Of, no,
got-
what happened? I have golfer's elbow.
Oh, I was going to ask you at a bone spur.
No, it's a protuberance. It's
Wow.
on my elbow. It's on my elbow.
Playing too much golf,
But
huh?
it's fine.
I didn't know you can
Well,
get that.
it wasn't. I was bowling. I got a golf elbow injury while bowling.
Wow.
Why you didn't call me late to go bowling?
No, I was up with the kids. We was hanging up in Connecticut, and they had me. I'm not a bowler. I was tripping. You know,
That's why your
doing too
elbow's
much.
messed up, huh?
Right, DTM, doing too much. That's what I was doing.
That's it.
Doing too much. But listen, what you're saying and about black men, and it's a psychological game that's been played on black men, because ultimately we continue to view life through the lens of the Europeans. So we have a Caucasian European. Like, in other words, we're trying always to be good for daddy. Like, did I do good daddy?
Zaddy.
Did I buy a house?
Yeah.
Zaddy.
Yeah. Am I doing this right? Am I successful in the eyes of the white establishment?
Yeah.
We're way too loud. Every organization, every group always does it. Black Lives Matter. Why do I have to matter to you? Who cares about you? I matter to me.
Right.
What are you talking about? Well,
Right.
the Black Panthers, as noble as they were, even Malcolm X, even Martin Luther King, were all based on trying to justify yourself on the slate of whiteness.
Yeah, think about it. The civil rights, you think about the bus boycott. Think about all that time they spent protesting just to sit in the front of a bus. Just to sit
Exactly.
in the front of a bus.
Just so I can do what you do, when I could just go get my own bus.
Yeah,
And
they could have
then-
they could have built their own buses.
True.
Right.
That's
Right.
true.
We have enough people. We have twice the people that are in Sweden and Austria right now. You can put Sweden, Austria together twice, and they wouldn't be the amount of black people in this country.
Mm-hmm.
So why are we spending our entire lives trying to justify our existence in the eyes of white people? And I think that is the biggest problem in this country. That's why we've been emasculated. We're emasculating ourselves.
So what about Tulsa, Oklahoma? Our family
Right?
members.
That is the spoils of war. That is a wartime experience. And at the end of the day, anytime there's going to be trouble, there's going to be war. That's why you keep fighting.
Right.
Well, aren't we in a
We
war
keep
now?
fighting a war.
We're in a perpetual war now. It's perpetual.
We're in a war with ourselves.
We are. That's the truth.
We are in the war. Like, it's not them, because listen, there is a blueprint being shown. You're shown a blueprint. The Asians, the Indians, the Koreans, they come to this country, they stick to themselves, they do their work, they build and amass wealth and power under the guise of white supremacy.
But
And there's
also,
nothing that white supremacists can
they
about
do it at our expense too. You got to remember.
Well, again, we can't blame. Listen, at the end of the day, you can't blame people. And listen, when you go to a table and you can't see the sucker, who's the sucker?
Okay.
The sucker's
But
you.
also another analogy, because I just want to bring something in. When the Civil Rights Act was passed in 1964, in 1965, they also elected an act where any immigrants also had the right to vote. Immigrants, they brought them all in.
Well, let me back you up for a second, Robin. Hi, Robin. Let me back you up for a second, and let me just say this: the fact that we're asking for civil rights is ridiculous.
True.
In a country, we're saying we just want you not to kill us. That's basically what you're saying.
Yeah, absolutely.
So what are we talking about?
That is the lowest common denominator.
Yeah, well, I
Hey,
mean,
what are we
just be
asking
civil.
for?
but why are we asking? The thing is that we're asking for a reason.
There are marches for civil rights. The bottom line is the money runs the game. If all of a sudden,
right.
just like let me give you a perfect example. If all the black athletes in sports got up one day and said we're not playing, that would shut down the entire
Sure
sport
would.
industry.
Yes.
And they know they
So what are
can,
we
but they
doing?
don't, right?
And that's that
And they
unity.
don't. So at the end of the day, we keep blaming the white people for our problems when we the problem.
Absolutely.
We are the problem. We are the
Absolutely.
absolute problem. And then Elijah Muhammad, who I was always, as flawed as a man as I believe Elijah Muhammad was, I did see his point. His point was like, yo, let's build our own shit. Why do we need them? We can build our own shit and we'll be fine.
Right.
And ultimately, he created an ecosystem of him building his own shit, even though the flaws of man always comes into that situation where you start to utilize it for yourself and you start to take advantage of things. That's just who we are as flawed men. But at the end of the day, the blueprint was correct. We continue to blame white people for our own emasculation. And they're not emasculating us, we are.
So is masculinity, in your opinion, under attack, or is it all psychological, like you just said?
Masculinity has been taken away because the masculinity, Freud says we are ran by sex and aggression. But it all boils down to sex.
Mm-hmm.
This is Sigmund Freud. And the bottom line is, once you psychologically take it out of the mind, like, see, at the end of the day, most of our sexual things are psychological. So, like, that's why sometimes some things will get you off, right? And then after a while, they don't want you off no more because you psychologically become immune to it. So once you lose that psychological edge, then your masculinity is gone. That's why some men can look at the same woman for 50 years and look at her like she looks like she looked the first day she met her. And some guys look at a girl 2 weeks after they married her and want to get away from her. They don't turn her off no more. So at the end of the day, and this is something that people need to understand, it's our ability. It's our yes, they did a number on us. Yes, this was horrible. But in human times, humans have done numbers on humans for hundreds of thousands of years. You know what I'm saying? We've been doing numbers on each other for years. Like, this is not a vacuum. This isn't just white people doing numbers on black people. I can give you 10, 15, 20,000 years of Africans doing numbers on the savages in Europe. At the end of the day, it is what it is. Mansa Musa was a real deal, the richest guy in history. The Moors, they ravaged southern Europe. They still got black monuments through Europe. At the end of the day,
that's right.
At the end of the day, we have to be forward thinking as a people, and stop using their litmus as how we're gonna survive.
Yeah, that's true.
We gotta do what we're gonna do.
So let's focus on that for a second. So I believe that the young people coming up behind us are pretty much they're on another level. If we're going to teach masculinity, do we have a role in helping the generation before us go that route, find their masculinity, each one teach one type of vibe? Do you think we?
Well, I think masculinity is in the success, because when people see success, what we're doing, people gravitate to success. They gravitate to things that are successful. That's why, a rapper can become a genius just by the luck of people buying his record.
True.
People gravitate to success. He's not any smarter than he was before he made the record.
And probably isn't that
But
smart
once
at
he
all
made-
to begin with. But yeah,
Right.
yeah.
But there's also rappers who get.
But once.
No,
Yes,
I'm sorry. No, because I'm saying like.
And once,
Yo, go
yeah.
ahead.
Go ahead, ladies.
but once he becomes popular by the masses, he then becomes what he says becomes platformed to where you believe what he says is important until you realize that this motherfucker's not educated, he don't know nothing, and at the end of the day, the only thing that just makes him different from you is that 1 million people bought his record.
That's right.
Yeah, I think that's also, to me, where we are now, because, rappers now, are getting killed because, some lyrics that they promote.
Rappers been getting killed.
No,
They've
but
been getting
I
killed,
mean, as a direct result of what they're saying on their songs, though. There's rappers who talk about they're glad people's moms got killed and, talking about dead people and disrespecting them. And they, they make a lot of money.
That goes.
They sell a lot of records.
Point. It's the emasculation of the black man, because now we are in an education. We are in a post-stripper baby pandemic, meaning that most of the little Ray and them is growing up without no daddy in your life. So the lack of fatherly influence in the black home is causing black men to grow up, unfortunately, grow up like their mamas, and they're not dealing with problems like men. They're dealing with so now you got a man body, but dealing with those problems, and respectfully, I'm gonna say this, with the viciousness of a woman, where men are political.
That's right.
In nature, men in nature are political, so men can size up another man and say, I'm not gonna cause no beef with that dude unless I have to, because I understand that he may kill me or he may hurt me, and so we size each other up based on a more of a political space, where women have a certain, and I'm not saying that in a negative way, women have a cunning and viciousness in women because they always want to get the best man so they can raise their children with the best man. Now, you got men growing up with the nature of a woman, but then the physique of a man.
Yeah, I think that's true.
Hence their reaction is now becoming oversensitized. So where normally, like, your son cried, like, well, get over that. Don't worry about it. We move on. But nowadays, men are reacting with the bitterness and the viciousness of a woman in a man's body. I ain't fucking with that guy no more. Which is not a thing that a man should do. If a man and another man have a disagreement, they talk about it, they work it out, and then normally most men will just walk it off. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah. And they would walk off and say, I disagree. They move on.
Right.
But now there is a final end to this situation, because I don't have that father that tell me how to process and deal with authority and process simple problem solving the way a man should. Because that's why a woman and a mother, that's why God sent it down. And I'm going to say this to you, and I don't want to be political, but I want to say God sent you down here with a man and woman for a reason, because there's two separate skill sets. A woman can nurture and a man can discipline in a certain way. And a mother can discipline, but a man is a sounding board. Just me walking through my home influenced the way that my son moves. I have a 20-year-old son, but just my presence influences the way that he moves around my house, because he has the presence of a man in his house.
Yeah.
There's so many of our young boys that are growing up without the presence of a man in their house. Hence, they're being forced to be men, and they are not being equipped with the tools needed to be men.
Well said.
I like it.
This guy here, boy. What kind of man? We got the deep show today.
No, we need this show,
That was
though.
good.
No, we really need talk like this, because all this other stuff that people are talking in the clubhouse and this and all that stuff.
So what would be your advice to young men now, Lays? I mean, knowing what you know,
Find a mentor, find a coach.
Absolutely.
And be coachable.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Find someone to mentor you and coach and listen. And even if you don't understand it today, listen to everything, because as I am my father's son and my father's not here, the things that my father said to me as a young man register today.
Yeah.
And my father did not live the life that I lived. He was a regular guy, born in South Carolina, grew up in Brooklyn, New York, and may not have left more than 300 miles from where he grew up in Brooklyn, New York. But as a well-traveled man around the world, international, done so many continuous things in my life, those jewels that my father gave me register with me to this day.
Yeah.
So as much as we love the love and the courage and the stability, because at the end of the day, moms be holding it down. No matter what, they hold us down regardless. There is some things that we need in our community, and that is the wisdom of the father.
There you go.
You gotta go
There you go. Thank you, Lays.
Damn, Lays, you ain't been on the show in a while, and you just
Yeah, you got a lot to say.
you just rapid fire.
Lays is back.
I've been busy, Rocco. You know that.
So, Lays, are you still doing your show?
Yes, in the morning I'm doing my show, but I am on hiatus until August.
Okay.
And then I'm going to come back in August after. I'm taking a summer off because I've been busy. I've been doing a lot of great stuff. Rocco knows. And I'm just building legacy, and we are continuing to build, and we're focused. And I want to thank Rocco and Horace and my daughter Cece and my whole OSG family. We are doing some amazing things. Shout out to TransUnion, one of our companies that we're doing some work with that's part of our board of directors, and there's just an amazing amount of stuff that we're doing just for our community. And Rocco knows. I mean, we'll start to reveal things like the onion layers as it starts to happen, but just know that, you know, at the end of the day, we can't talk about it unless we be about it, and we're going to be all the way about it.
There you go.
At the end of the day, we with it.
Yeah, well, I'm not on the team, no, Lays. That's what I'm telling you. You be telling me I'm getting on.
Maria Davis, my sister,
I've been
my
waiting,
beloved sister,
holding
Maria
out.
Davis. You are all, well, you know, I got to build a team. You know, I got to build it.
Well,
if I build it, they will come. You know what I'm saying? I got to build it. Maria.
Well, I'm going to
You know,
come
and I'm
before
building
you build it. I'm going to be right beside you while you
right.
building it.
There you go.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
Word up.
Yeah.
Damn.
Anyway, I want to talk about something before I get out of here.
Yeah, go ahead.
Did y'all talk about Damon Day with this NF? What do y'all feel about this NFT thing, this Rockefeller? And I'm saying that because Maria Davis, who's on Reasonable Doubt,
Oh, yes.
who was a part of that movement. How do you guys feel about that?
I need to be getting some of the NFT money. They fighting over it. We all need to be in there fighting. I think it's. Can I tell you something?
Yeah.
What all you just said, Lays, that is the perfect example of what you're talking about. Two black men who came from nothing, who now have fighting each other for what?
Right.
That's what it is at the end of the day.
Yeah.
They don't have to fight.
Nope.
They can
not at
settle
all.
that.
No.
Like
100%. Yeah.
Just
They
go
could
in the
have sat
room.
down in a room
Absolutely.
and settle that.
Absolutely.
Again, we're dealing with issues where sometimes, and I said this on my show, I said, some of us are first, I'm not going to talk about myself in that text, but first generation millionaires where we don't understand, like once we get wealth, we feel that our personality has to change because of our financial status. And I'm saying to you, at the end of the day, when we go back in that box, we go in there naked to dust. And our spirit moves on, and we're not going to take nothing that we made with us.
Nothing.
So let's settle all accounts while we can.
If they got to fight over it, sell it and split it up with all the people that were part of Reasonable Doubt.
Yeah.
Give everybody something.
It's two different realities here, first of all. And at the end of the day, there's nobody that's going to tell me that Damon Dash was not an like whatever you have your feelings about Damon Dash. No one can tell me that without Damon Dash, there would be no legacy of
Absolutely.
It would not be. It would not have been without Damon Dash.
I definitely agree with you with that.
Yeah, that's true.
Absolutely.
Well, whatever you feel about, and I don't agree with everything Damon does, and I love Jay-Z as one of the most incredible artists I've ever said. Beyond that, as a family, as a guy that I've known since the 80s and everything, and I love their journey. Their story is amazing. But what I'm saying to you is, let's stop trying to rewrite history, and let's let those people that were a part of it, let them feel the spoils of those victories and walk away into the sunset knowing that they did something great, because that's what they did.
But you know what, Lace? I mean, considering the story and how they came from nothing and ended up, being successful, I think a lot of things infiltrated that from the outside.
Leo Cohen.
Well, yeah. Well,
not just him.
All right.
Him and a lot of other people.
But yeah, listen, there were a lot of things done. And I'm not going to sit, it's not that's a way above my pay grade to sit back and say who was right or who was wrong. I don't know any of that stuff. I mean, I had business with them, and I know how they were together, and I know in the beginning, and I've been around them. And so I can't tell you what happened, or as much as I do know a few things. Obviously, Rock knows I know a few things. But at the end of the day, nothing should negate that moment. When we make albums, you understand, when you look at your table and on your coffee table and you open up an album and what you see is a picture in time, that is what we're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
That Reasonable Doubt is that picture in time.
That's right.
Absolutely.
And the people that were involved in the process of making that picture in time should be able to celebrate it,
Right.
no matter what.
Yeah, I agree. And what's so interesting is, and unless you've made records, you might not experience it. But like when I look at the Warriors album, I know that between 1998 and 2000, we were working on that album, and a lot of the songs that I hear, I can say, this is where we were that day. Right. This is what was going on that day.
Right.
This was where we ate after we did this song. This is what we said about this. And it's like you're revisiting that moment in time. So you're right. It is like a time capsule, really, because it doesn't change. It's the same Warriors, from 2000. It's the same Reasonable Doubt. And when the people that made that album have moved on in personality and growth, we're not the same person that made that record.
Right.
You know what I mean?
No,
So,
absolutely.
Yeah.
But that moment in time, you cannot change what happened in that moment in time.
Not at all.
And at the end of it, and let me just say this to you, with all due respect to the bank, because we have to respect the bank, because because you mortgage a house and you live in the house and everybody know you for living in that house, the bank still owns the mortgage, and you can't tell a bank, just because I live here for this long,
That's
I
true.
should not have to pay the mortgage anymore.
Right.
At the end of the day, there is still
because that's what matters. I mean, you can have.
There's still a fiduciary reality that we're not discussing. You know what I'm saying? There is a fiduciary reality to this, a component to this conversation that we don't know about.
Yeah, I was about to say
from
that.
And I can say it now that the judge came down. Rockefeller Inc. was the CEO of Rockefeller Inc. was Damon Dash.
Right.
Yeah.
He was the CEO of Rockefeller Inc., which was an entirely different company than Rockefeller Records that went over to Universal with Hard Knock, all that other stuff.
Right.
That was after Reasonable Doubt.
Right. Reasonable Doubt came out on Rockefeller Inc., and that was Damon Dash, who was the CEO. So at the end of the day, right, that there is some things there but listen, at the end of the day, I'm not a lawyer, so I can't tell you everything about it. I don't got to stick in this game. But what I can say, and this is why I feel, I would only look at it if I was in a position. If I was in a position where I was a guy that had, let's say, $50 million. I don't know. They say Jay-Z's a multiple billionaire, multiples on billions, right?
Allegedly.
But let's just say, allegedly, $50 million. And all of a sudden, I was gifted at $50 million, and part of that success to get me there was because Rocco ain't gonna need nothing. I got $50 million. Rocco ain't gonna need nothing.
Right.
If he's a part of that nucleus.
Very
Billy
true.
ain't gonna need nothing. Fame ain't gonna need nothing. And trust me, they have pissed me off. You know what I'm saying? On many occasions.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's not like this is my family, so everything hasn't been roses. Rocco can tell you that I've been through situations where I would pull my hair out, and I would go, come on, but then at the end of the day, it don't matter. because we are still a part of the picture.
Right.
Even though I cannot and totally say I cannot discount the fiduciary obligation to the bank, but we are still living in the house.
Yeah.
And it's still our house, regardless of the bank. And even if I gotta continue to pay this mortgage, I'll continue to pay the mortgage. But the house belongs to us.
Right.
Absolutely.
Yeah, because everything has a value.
Right,
I mean,
right,
I think
right.
the argument is about the value, right?
Right.
The value could, if you're being undersold something that's going to make you
And
$50 million.
egos are involved too. Egos are
Yeah,
involved.
absolutely.
That's the biggest problem of the whole thing.
yeah.
It ain't really
And
the
it's-
money because you
it's-
can sit down and
Yeah.
and slice
work the
off
money
the
out.
money.
Yeah.
And work the money, but it's the egos.
Yeah.
Dame has a very
But
large ego. And Jay-Z.
Well, everybody's got the ego here, but let me just say this to you. Sometimes what you fight about denotes how big you really are.
Right.
True.
Expound on that. Because I like what you just said. It's dope. But just expound on that a little bit because we got Lays to break it down.
Well, think about it. Sometimes this is a complaint I give to Damon Dash, and I told this to Wendy Williams the other day about a month and a half ago. I said, if you're carrying a mountain, why are you worrying about the ants? Because you're spending so much time carrying a mountain. Why you stopping and turning around and arguing and yelling at ants?
True.
Drop a piece of bread. The ants will get the piece of bread, and you can go on and carry your mountain.
Right, keep it moving, yeah.
Because all the ants want is a piece of bread.
right.
True. Very true.
You got the mountain, so go ahead and carry your mountain and drop a couple of pieces of bread so that the ants will leave you alone.
Yeah, there you go. Instead of neglecting the mountain to stomp out the ant.
Right.
Which is like hustling
Now you're going to drop
backwards.
the mountain because you're sitting there yelling and screaming at ants. With the mountain.
Yeah.
You know, drop a couple of pieces of bread, let the ants eat, and move on. If that's who you are, if you're on that level. If you're not on that level, then that tells me something about you. That tells me you might not be as all-knowing as you should be.
Right.
Yeah. Damn, Lays.
There's a lot. There's a lot.
Yeah.
There's a lot to this.
This is life 101.
Yeah, you got it.
Just put anything in place what he's
there's-
talking about.
Right. There's a lot to this that we do not understand and we may never understand. But all I can say is it does nothing for our community if we can't work these problems out amongst ourselves.
That is true. So what
Which
overall,
goes to your conversation.
well, overall, I mean, since you brought it up, what do you think should happen with the NFT deal? Like, didn't Lays lost that one, right?
My opinion. My opinion.
Yes.
This is not a fact. I would have never sold the NFT for reasonable doubt. That's my opinion.
Yeah, I agree.
I would have never done it.
Yeah.
I was approached to do some MOP NFT. I said, hell no. I said no. Because number one, it's valuable to me.
Mhm.
I don't know what the fuck this NFT thing is.
Right.
I don't know where it's going.
Right.
And I'm not thirsty.
Right.
And I believe what we do is legacy and time capsule. And at the
Yes.
end of the day, if Fame and Billy and our first family is not living that legacy and they're not being honored by it or whatever the case may be, there is no part to it. I
Right.
do have a fiduciary reality to the bank. I do have a fiduciary reality. In other words, the bank owns the mortgage on a lot of this stuff. We'll respect that. But at the end of the day, well, as long as I'm in the house, I'm not trying to sell nothing.
That's right.
Oh, there you go.
And then allow time and then let our children and grandchildren see that legacy.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Because we always can make a dollar somewhere. So if you ask me my opinion, I would have never tried to sell that NFT. I would have never touched it. I thought this would have been legacy forever and ever and ever. And that's something that we did that's great. That's what I disagree with. And then I also disagree with how it was handled by the bigger hand.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Because if I saw that coming down the pike, then I would, in other words, let's say if somebody tried to come and do an NFT or a piece of an NFT, then I would do everything in my power to make sure that I would say, well, you're hurting for money. You need some. How much you selling it for? And if I had it, I would give you the money. So that you would never compromise the integrity of that thing.
Right. Yes.
That's right. Yeah. And
that's just me, and I'm an asshole. I don't know.
I think you're absolutely right.
No, Lays, what you're saying is 100% right.
Yeah,
and you know, it's interesting because Damon always talks about legacy and not working for no one else and all of these different things, but you fighting over something that you created.
Yeah.
That's
but
going to
Dame
be
ain't fighting by himself. I got to give it to Dame. He's not fighting by himself. And in this situation, he's the little guy.
Right.
So at the end of the day,
it's the principle.
Somebody's got to come up. Right. Somebody's got to step up and be a big guy.
It's the principle.
Because if he's the little guy, somebody's got to step up and say, if you're hurting, or I'm not saying he's hurting, but if that's what the situation is, and that's worse, what are they giving you? Listen, let me tell you something. If I knew what the dollar amount they was giving Dame, and if I had that money, I would buy it.
Right.
And I would buy it just so it didn't go away.
Right.
Just so I could keep that legacy intact.
Yeah.
Right.
Because some things belong in a museum.
That's
Absolutely.
true. The Mona Lisa belongs in a museum.
That's right. And Reasonable Doubt belongs in a museum.
It belongs in a museum. These are works of art that need to not be. It should not be compromised. You should not compromise this work of art.
Yeah.
Because it was
because without that, everything. In other words, everything. The word begat. In the Bible said he begot. They begot.
Right.
Reasonable Doubt begat a lot of great things.
That's right. Yeah. So Reasonable Doubt is a part of the hip hop Bible.
Yeah. Yeah, it begot.
So, hey, I don't know.
MOP is a part of the hip hop
Bible. Yeah.
What? Shout out to Ralph McDaniels. We're doing a video.
Yes.
Documentary.
Uncle Ralph is definitely part of the
hip hop Bible.
Yeah. That's right.
He's a curator of sorts.
He's a curator.
But I'm just a guy with an elbow protuberance.
Sorry about that.
I don't know what I have no idea what I'm talking about. So please forgive me if I'm just rambling.
No. We love it. I love it.
And I hope
a lot of knowledge is done.
And I hope the listeners out there, listening. We're talking about money, but you can use this in any kind of situation.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
and it ties into masculinity as well.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, what you heard was a man on the phone. you heard a masculine man on the phone a minute ago. You know what I'm saying? Like it's and me and him will have these conversations. You know what I'm saying? And we exist in that masculine space, which is dope. You know what I'm saying? Now you'll have.
We're not gonna always agree.
Correct.
Men will not always
agree.
But at the end of the day, men will be men, and in our community. It's our differences that makes us stronger.
Mm-hmm.
Right. That's right. That's right. You know what I'm saying? And I said it all the time. I go, me and Lays didn't always get along. We didn't always agree on everything. You know what I'm saying? And that's the nature of it, right? Because you're going to have your point of view. I'm going to have my point of view. And that's what it's going to be. And then it's like, okay, let's have a conversation. Blah, 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 blah. We good? Yeah, we good. Let's go drink. And then it's done. You understand what I'm saying? So that's how men are supposed to relate.
You're never not going to know how I feel. You're never not going to be like, this is what I'm thinking about the subject, and I'm going to have my logical experience. And sometimes you don't have to agree. Lays is batshit crazy out of his mind. But at the end of the day, I'm going to have an opinion on it, and it's not going to be subjected to whether or not somebody's more successful than me. It's going to be, okay, this is how I feel about it.
This is my opinion. This is how I feel about it. And that's a big deal. You know what I'm saying? Masculinity.
All right,
there you go.
Well, anyway, that's my 2 cents, and always love the real discussion. Remember, follow Raw Perspective. We'll be in the morning, 6 a.m. to 7 a.m., Monday through Thursday. Y'all know what it is. And we'll be back in August with the whole crew for Friday Night Show. And shout out to my OSG family, Dennis McKeezy, Denise McKeezy, my entire crew, all the schools in New York City. If you feel you want to donate, shout out to all the food pantries, Akbar Cook. Shout out to all the media rooms that we're building. That is amazing, the work that we're doing. And just really just transformative education. And we're talking about really taking care of our community.
So
the
is
right
there
way.
is there a link we can drop for people who want to get more information about?
Yeah, because
what
I'm
he's
going to go
working
on the link too, because I ain't get there yet. What's
Go
the
to
link?
Talos Media. Go to Talos Media and go to the official OSG on IG and also the official OSG.org, which I'm on the board of directors, and we can continue these great conversations. Also go to YouTube for the official OSG and also Talos Media on IG, Instagram, and Facebook.
Put it in the
and you'll
chat,
get to see
Lace.
some of
Put it in the chat.
Yeah,
some of the great things that
Because
we
what
do.
is it, media? What's the name of it?
Talos.
Talos.
But put it in the chat,
Talos,
Lace. Put the
yeah.
link in the chat so people can follow.
And shout out to Rocco, Horace, Reggie, and my daughter Cece, who runs Talos Media. And we're like 15,000 already fans on IG, which is really nice and everything. And we're doing some great work. And when you see some of the things that we're doing, it's really transformative. And we're just getting started.
Excellent.
So I'm really excited about it.
That is great, Lace.
All right, guys.
Congrats.
Listen, good to talk to you guys. Obviously, Rocco, I'll see you tomorrow, obviously. But other than that, y'all guys have a great night. Always follow the real discussion. That's my spot. You know what it is.
All right, bet.
All right.
All right, Liz.
And put some
All right,
cream
Maria
on the
Davis,
elbow.
love you, sis.
Love you too.
All right.
Good night, Robin.
Good night, Lace.
And there you have it. My man Lazy Lays, man,
Yeah,
called
that was
in.
good.
That's dope.
That was-
Yes.
That was dope.
That was very good.
Yep, it's always a good time.
But if
when
you
he
can
calls
take
in.
that whole formula, what he said, you can place that anywhere.
Right, and it works.
Yes.
It's a good frame. You know what I'm saying? And you're absolutely right. So
Hey,
Maria,
Gary, you want your seat back?
nah, he ain't there yet. 'Cause I want now I want to talk to you. So what you been doing? What's happening? You
Mad
know,
Wednesday.
you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
August 18th.
Oh, I gotta get ready. All right, let's do it.
Okay. What do you got going on? What's happening? Who you got performing? Is the band? What's happening? Come
Oh,
on.
you know the band's gonna be there. Come on, man. Carl Brown.
Yeah, exactly. Big
You gotta
shout
drop
out.
the link in the chat.
Yes, yeah. So Mad Wednesdays, if you're a showcasing artist and you want an opportunity, we've been in COVID for how many months now? Mad Wednesday, my last Mad Wednesday was February of 2020.
20. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Because then, like, sort of right after that, you were supposed to actually come on the podcast.
Yep.
Yes,
Actually,
yes,
yeah.
that's right.
That
I
was
was
it.
scheduled to do podcasts, but we could not because everything closed down.
Right? Everything shut
that's
down
right.
right there. Yep, that was the first time.
So we hope that does not happen again because the numbers are rising, unfortunately.
Right. Yeah, here we go. So the question is, now you being a curator of hip hop, really, right? You know, because you've been doing this a long time, and I know you've definitely been doing it since the 90s with this
94.
hip hop thing, right?
Yeah.
What are you seeing coming to the stage now? What type of artists are coming to you now? Are you getting like the young trap heads now? Like, what do you got
No.
happening?
You know what? There's still an underground of awesome artists.
Really?
And they don't have the opportunities because if you don't have those numbers on Instagram, if you don't have all those followers, nobody's following you.
Wow.
But that does, to me, who follows you should not determine is not determined by the talent.
Yeah, that's
Right.
true.
Some people just they talented and Instagram ain't what they looking for.
Right, and that's not where they engage.
Yeah,
that's not where they
so-
engage.
You know,
Isn't it like the way it was back in the days where people used to do like the circuits, unknown artists?
yes. You go and you visit and you watched and you
Right.
saw.
Heather Happ says, Mad Wednesdays, Maria got me feeling young again. Word up, yeah.
We are young.
Yeah,
That's it.
exactly.
You're as old as you feel.
You're as old
it.
as you feel. That's the truth. So with this, so you haven't been getting like a lot of the young like trap heads, these new,
No.
or occasionally you get one. Or,
Yeah, occasionally, but because they know the history of Mad Wednesdays, they kind of curve.
They got to step it up.
Yeah. Because you know, I'm like, okay, that's all you can do is curse on stage.
Yeah, well, they know you're gonna let them have it. Like, they know, like, I went to a
don't play
showcase
that.
the other day, which was interesting. It was out here in Queens in Astoria, and it was all trapped out. Like,
God.
the DJ was trapped out, the artists were trapped out, the whole thing was trapped out, and I didn't know one single record that the guy played. Right, and he was playing.
God.
They were going off. It was like, oh, and I was like, what the fuck? What is that? Why are y'all bugging on that? And it was all of that happening, and I just. At that moment, I felt old, you know what I'm saying? Because I was standing next to a dude. Yeah, I was. And I was older than the kid's parents that actually came to see him.
Yeah, that's right.
You know what I'm saying?
Off my lawn.
Yeah, I'm standing there. And I'm looking at this kid. He was about 14 to 15 years old. And he was good. There was some of these artists, they were actually, great performers, And I turned to the dude and I saw, he was paying a lot of attention to the guy next to me. And I said, is that your kid? He goes, yeah. I said, he's really great. I said, how old are you? He's like 45. I was like, oh. What? Like I'm 10 years older than his ass. You know what I'm saying? But it was I was intrigued by it and I thought it was I'm thinking I must have felt like Russell Simmons or Vincent Davis looking at hip hop and not really understanding it, but going, you know what? I can market that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like that's kind of how I felt in the room. I didn't get it, and some of the stuff I felt was really good, and I just kept going. Well, where are these kids putting their records out? Like how are they? What's their outlet? You know what I'm saying? And I found myself wanting to be that outlet for some reason because some of the stuff was dope.
Baba T, like Baba T's. Yeah. Gary's artist, the same way, right?
Oh, wow. Linda Holmes. What's up, Linda? She said, love you, Maria. Wow.
There you go. Share.
That's Linda. That's Linda and Crystal. We always used to go to Mad Wednesdays when you were at Essos. They used to come to Essos all the time.
If you love Maria, hit that like button, guys. Hit the like button.
You finally tuned in, huh? When you saw Maria's name on the page. Then you know it, right? Okay.
That's right. Hit that like button.
Don't tune in for me.
We love it.
Yeah, so this is your first Mad Wednesdays back.
Yeah. So I'm like excited. I'm gonna call Johnny Walker because Johnny Walker has NABFEM, the National Association of Black Females Executive in Entertainment. And she was at Def Jam for 2 years. She worked 10 years. She worked the radio.
Right.
And they kept telling her she was old. Leora told her she was old.
Yeah,
and that's why they got rid of her.
Right.
Because she kept talking about her grandbaby, and that was.
Ageism.
At that time, Def Jam had all of the young people up there.
Sure.
But you cannot negate wisdom.
Yeah.
Not at all. Or talent because you're old. Or because you're considered to be old. That's just ridiculous.
You think that was by design he did that, though? Like, without the elders to guide, like, the youth? You think if you remove that, you kind of,
Well, I just think that they didn't have no need for somebody that was a senior. And I'm going to tell you, Gerald Busby, Hank Caldwell, those were some of the great people that ran the record companies.
Sure.
And they did it well, and they were elders, and they did it well.
Yeah. I was signed to Gerald in 95. I was signed when Gerald took over, when he took over DreamWorks, because I was signed to DreamWorks, and there was another guy that was there first. And I remember I had a meeting with Steven Spielberg, and he said, I'm bringing this guy, Gerald Busby, and I never met Gerald before. And then when he came over, it was great. You know what I'm saying? He knew how to work a record. That's for sure. Yeah. So
we had great people like Mike Bernardo.
Oh my God, she's awesome.
Yeah, Louise West, lawyer. We had some great people.
There goes Deneen. She's in your chat. She's like, Mad Wednesdays, August 18th at the Shrine. That's right. We forgot to
How'd she get on there?
She's in the chat.
She's in the chat.
Drop that link.
At the Shrine. Drop the link. Put the link in right there. Renee Mickens says, here we go. Now we're going down memory lane. Okay. Renee Mickens.
Hey, Renee.
Wow. Maria, thank you for the NAB. Was that what you said? NABFEM? NABFEM recommendation.
Hit that like button. Shoot.
I sat in on my first meeting yesterday.
Yeah.
Okay.
Incredible. All females. There are men that are involved.
Really?
Female talent from all across the states.
Hit that. What's the link to that? Is there a link to that organization?
Probably nabfem.org.
Okay. Yeah, Deneen, if you can find it, put the link in.
Yeah.
Big shout out to Cousin Sid. He's like, "What's up, Sammy?" That's Cousin Sid in the house.
Hey, Sammy.
Yeah.
Rock, have you been on Clubhouse?
No, I have not. I haven't.
None of y'all?
I've just never wanted to. Lazy had sent it to me, and I kind of popped in for I'm not that crazy of a social media guy.
How are you going to cross market your show?
Yeah. I mean, is it that?
Yes.
It's that.
Yes.
Cross market your show
because there are a lot of young people on there hungry talented young people.
Okay.
And why should Jeff Roberts get all of the young people?
right.
Wow.
Go in there and get some for yourself.
There you
Right.
go.
Yeah. You know, that's
They have
right.
a lot of talent on Clubhouse.
Wow.
And they're looking for opportunities, so you need to get on there.
Well, then I'm gonna start farming. I'm gonna start mining it then.
And you could actually make a room. You could make a Rock Logic room.
Right.
Real discussion and do it. I don't know how you could tie it in because Rob Love does his Beyond the Records.
Oh.
And then he does it and then he airs it on Clubhouse at the same
cool.
time.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Okay. Now I got it. Okay. I got to get it in. Oh, there goes the Deneen. Put it in the chat, right?
Nice.
The www.
Like.
Now from .org. That's a .org like that.
And y'all go to my website too, can'tbesilenced.org, and put a comment in
There
the
you
box.
go.
Yeah, put
Or
that
make
in
a
the
donation.
chat. Put that in the chat.
Donation.
There's a little red box on her site that she always passed away on Mad Wednesdays.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying? You
right.
could-
I got the same red box on my website too.
Yeah. See, I knew it. I knew it had to be there. I knew it. The red box was legendary.
Legendary.
Supporting from Colorado. That's Marianne Dundas. Congratulations, Maria, on reopening Mad Wednesdays. Wish I could be there to show support. That's because she's in Colorado.
Well, you can go to my website and make a donation. That's great support.
That's it. Come
Oh,
on.
there you go. And Deneen, you see Deneen Womack. She's on. She's like, Rock Logic Clubhouse simulcast. Get on it. There you go.
There you go.
There you go.
Thank you. Another project.
There you go.
Another project. There goes Maria's website. Just popped up in the chat. www.can'tbesilenced.org. So that's there. So you can go ahead and do that thing. And, come on, put some money in the red box.
And I
That's
just
what I'm
got a
saying.
donation. Somebody nominated me for a donation from Starbucks.
Really?
Nice.
Yeah, they gave me $1,000.
I love that.
Oh, that's nice.
Shout out to Starbucks.
Shout
They
out
does
to
a lot of
Starbucks.
community
Even though
work.
they don't have, any supplies to sell anymore.
Oh, they don't?
No, I was trying to get some green tea. They don't have the supplies for the green tea.
Why not?
Oh, because of the pandemic?
Yeah,
Really?
they're short stock. Yeah. All of them too. All of them. They go, I'm sorry. We apologize. We don't have everything. I'm
Yeah.
like, this store too?
Yeah,
But
they-
anyway, yeah. I'm
Everybody's
glad they
getting
gave you money
started.
though.
Yeah, they gave you dope. That's dope. Hold on.
Starbucks. And you can nominate or you can go on their website and anybody can apply for the grant.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
You doing something in the community, apply for the grant. The only thing they can do is tell
Night
you no.
ya. One
But they
night
might
ya.
tell you
One night, you baby.
There you go.
One night, we're going to get a grant. We're in the community hard.
Get that money.
So you've been doing your activism thing. What's been going on the last couple of weeks? Last time I saw you, I know we almost had a schedule conflict, right? That you won't be able to come on, or I think 1 week.
Yeah, I
Was it
couldn't
last
come
week you were going to come?
Oh, because you know what? It was it National HIV Testing Day? I know I was doing something. When
You have
wanted
to
me
wait,
come
have you?
on.
It did.
I forgot. But I was doing some activism.
Yeah. Nah,
I was somewhere giving somebody a condom,
Yeah.
There you go.
trying to save their life.
Right.
Or some lubricant.
Really.
you
We're
go.
like, listen, you need condoms.
That's
You
right.
know what I'm saying? By the way, come to the shrine on the 18th and get your free condoms.
Yes, free condoms.
You
If
know
you
what I'm
need an
saying?
HIV test, I can direct you there.
Okay.
If you need a COVID shot, I can direct you there too.
So are you doing HIV testing at shrine, or
Yeah.
do you really? Really? So
Yes.
you can come in and get swabbed up.
Yep, you can get swabbed
Nice.
up.
I love that.
No, that's powerful.
That's beautiful.
It's,
That's powerful.
have you seen that everywhere you go? They have those trucks on for the swabbing. Everywhere you go, yeah.
Not for
There we go.
HIV, probably for COVID.
No, for COVID.
COVID, yeah,
I
for
think
COVID.
COVID.
they actually get paid per person that they
They're
swab.
giving $100 now to anybody that brings. There's a website,
Yeah, but they get paid
Wow.
per person.
and you can get paid $100 per person.
Yeah.
if you recommend people.
What?
Yes.
Hold
Let's go
on.
on.
Hold on. We got a new
Yeah,
business.
Rock, you got your. Did you get your vaccine?
Yeah, no.
I did.
Not. He's all vaccinated.
I'm hooked up.
I made it mandatory. I'm like, if you're gonna live with me, you gotta get vaccinated. That was kind of deal.
Yeah.
Oh, those Lays calling back. Oh, Lays can't get enough. Yo, what's up, Lays?
He missed us. His elbow hurt. That's why he's calling.
No. But I want to just call you guys to, and I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but I just want to break it while we're on the air. our friend, our brother, rest in peace to the great Biz Marquis, passed away at 57 today. And I just want to, just take a second and I had to wait a while and see if it was what they're saying is the complications from diabetes. I don't know the whole story, so I don't know what exactly happened. But this is from business people, and they announced that he's been suffering for a while. Everybody knows Biz Mark, what he meant to the industry.
Yeah.
And so and I'm just want to just take a second, and while you guys are broadcasting, and just get a moment that our brother, please say a prayer for our brother Bismarck, what he meant to us in hip hop, what he meant to just the Renaissance, to the golden era, to what he is creatively, was just an amazing individual. I've known Biz for 30 plus years in his family, and as you guys know, Kane, which used to be my roommate, so I watched Kane write a lot of Biz songs, and Biz was always the guy with the idea. He would call me like, "Yo, Larry, so Kane, get the vapors," and Kane would go in and write the vapors to Biz and stuff like that. And just the fact that we were losing another icon, I just wanted to part. And there's a lot of rumors floating around in the past, and I didn't want to say anything, but it's just now that they have actually announced his passing, then I feel just to take a second and honor him, Bismarck, one of the greats, 57 years old.
Yeah, absolutely.
And
what a sad time.
Wow.
God bless him and his family,
children,
his wife and children, and everybody, that all his friends. And shout out to the whole Juice crew. Kane, Coogee Rab, Molly, and Shan and Shantae and Scoob and everybody that was close to Bismarck, Fly Tie, and everything. Everybody that was a part of him being who he is.
Yeah.
DJ Cool V, and that whole family, man. Just shout to everybody. I got a lot of Biz memories, and I'm not gonna hold y'all up, man. I just wanted to take a second.
Thank you.
Thank you for letting us know.
And just give my condolences to and honor and respect the life and legacy of the great Biz Marquis. God bless him, and may he sleep in paradise. He was a great man and a very talented man. There'll never be another Biz Marquis.
No, there
will not be. No,
that is the God's honest truth.
Wow.
Yeah. So just man, you guys go back on the show. I hate to cut in with that, but I thought this was news that was warranted.
Yes, thank you.
And
Thank you very
much.
It's definitely worth
yeah,
it.
man.
Wow.
And also, guys, maintain your health. Try to stay healthy and do what you can. Like I said, this thing is a blink, so enjoy it.
God bless you.
Again, to what I was saying earlier today, let's settle all the accounts. Let's stop being mad at each other. Let's spend time together. Let's get over nonsensical things that means really nothing.
Right.
It's all nothing in God's plan. It don't mean nothing.
Yeah.
And just allow us all to come together as people and find ways that we can continue to move forward as a community, so that our children and their children can continue to honor us and carry our bloodlines forward. All right. God bless y'all and have a good night.
God bless you.
Thanks, Lays.
Wow.
Sorry to hear that. That's
Condolences to the family.
Yeah, that is, man. Listen.
Yeah, he suffered for a long time.
Wow.
Yeah, I heard he was suffering for a while.
Yeah, he went into a coma, from my understanding.
Yeah, that was funny because when the rumor first got out,
I knew Lays was going to say that.
When the rumor first got out, I was like, I don't believe this, because I follow him on Twitter, so I'm like, I just got a tweet from him, so it can't be true.
No, that probably.
But now that this is official, I'm wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
is rough to lose. Another,
another one.
And it's been that kind of year, really. I mean, you look,
DMX,
Ecstasy, Black Rob,
yeah.
Biz Marquis.
Yeah, it's really.
Andre Harrell was last year.
Yeah.
Right.
Prince Marky D.
Right. Yeah. I mean, what we're watching is, that.
And these are just the elders.
Right.
History going down.
Well,
a lot of young cats went down too this year.
Right. But what you're looking at is, that part of our childhood that we grew up listening to these guys, right? That time in your life when everybody you know is alive.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you really haven't, in a perfect world, you really haven't experienced death yet. You know what I'm saying? You really, everybody around you that's around you is alive. You know what I'm saying? So these guys, like when you couldn't fathom Bismarck passing or Prince Marky D or Ecstasy or Black Rob or any, because we grew up listening to these guys.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Younger at the same time.
At the same time.
And
You know what I'm saying?
Big
So-
Al was snuffed
Big
out.
Al, right, right.
Very young age.
And it's really crazy to, experience that, and you got to remember when we were younger and people were dying, it was more like, okay, such and such got shot. You know what I'm saying? Such and such got shot, blah, blah, blah. Now it's like we're dying from health.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? We're dying
The
from
two killers, gun violence and food.
gun violence and food. So here we are, we're dying from blood pressure and diabetes and, and respiratory issues and cardiac issues, COVID, so it's really sort of really sad.
People got to take care of their health.
Got to take care of your health because you only got one you.
You only got one body.
You only got one body. And the deal is this.
Terrible.
Someone said to me, they said, you know what, you're stuck in your body for a very long time. You know what I'm saying? So if shit is going left in your body, you can't just hop out and get another body. You know what I'm saying?
Wait a minute, body. You on timeout. I'm gonna get another body.
I'm gonna go shop for another body. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're stuck in here. You're stuck in this vehicle, and it is a vehicle. It is your vehicle. That's how you move. That's how you get things done. It is your vehicle. It's your first vehicle you've ever owned.
And if you don't take care of it, it'll break down.
It'll break down. You know what I'm saying? And that's kind of a thing. In the chat room, we have Linda Holmes said he was a beautiful person. Yes, he was. And he did a couple of benefits for my friend for free for me. Wow, there you go. That's it. I was always amazed he knew my name. It was always kind of the craziest thing because I didn't know him like that. You know what I'm saying? I remember one time I just kind of went over to shake his hand and I said, "You know who I am?" He says, "Yeah, you Sticky in the Hoods." And I was like, "Oof." Because the thing was, he was that brilliant with his music.
Right.
I mean, he knew all the and I'm talking about all the records, the most obscure thing you could play for him, and he would know the name and the artist of that record. You know what I'm saying? So I consider myself to be obscure.
Yeah.
And he's like, no, you Sticky, no, you. And it was just, and once again, I hadn't happened yet.
Right.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I was a Bismarck fan. I'm a Juice Crew fan. I was a kid. Yeah, Kane and Biz, So for him to even have known me or known about me was like just a big deal for me. You know what I'm saying? I was like, wow, that's really crazy. And then we would have some really cool conversations about records, and he just knew every record. Yeah. And he was a record collector. He had the 45s, and he'd have the 45 of this and the 45 of that.
Sorry.
And he's a hilarious guy, you know what I'm saying?
He's funny.
And him and Big Daddy Kane were very close.
Yeah.
Are they cousins?
Didn't he help him write some of
Aren't they
his
cousins
songs?
though? They're family, aren't they?
I don't know.
I think they're cousins or something.
I don't know if they're cousins, but I do know that Kane wrote a lot of business songs.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which was what Lays was saying. Kane wrote the Vapors.
In one of the lyrics, he said he mentions Kane and as a cousin.
Okay, maybe. I don't know. I don't know.
Maybe they were just that close.
Right. Did they feel like that?
So shout out to Big Daddy Kane.
For sure. Yeah.
Shout out.
Yeah. I know it must be hitting
I
him
listened to
hard
him a
as
lot.
well.
I used to listen to him a lot.
Somebody needs to probably reach out to Kane. Sit Off the Hook. Last 2 years, we lost a lot of icons. Absolutely. Wow, rest in peace, Bismarck. Al Pizarro said, wow, I just heard. It's crazy. Deneen Womack, AD, she's like, rest in peace, Bismarck. And I'm sure she's done a lot of work with him. Tonya Courtney did the rest in peace thing. That's just.
I'm looking at Twitter, and I don't know how true this is, but someone said Bismarcky was not supposed to sing the chorus to his hit song "Just a Friend," but none of the people he invited showed up at the studio, so he sang it himself.
Well, it was a hit,
and it was good.
I can believe that.
Yeah,
I can believe that.
You got what I need.
You know,
And you said you're
just a friend.
You said you're just a friend.
Oh, baby, you.
He was howling in the song.
Yeah, I love that.
But
I love
that's
that.
what made the song.
That was absolutely what made that song.
My girl, blah blah blah. That
If he would have had a real sing on it,
It would have been-
it wouldn't have been a hit.
Nope, it probably wouldn't have been.
That was
a
the part of the song.
Yeah, that was
Yep, that was it.
because he did that. That's why the song was a smash.
right.
Yeah,
You know, because it was funny hearing him sing it, and then you realize it's actually a real song, right? That they sampled that the person's singing. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So it was yeah. Oh my God! So it didn't show up in
Someone
that
says,
history.
I don't know if this should be funny or not, but said sad news for everyone, especially Agnes, Agatha, Jermaine, and Jack.
Oh, that's from the lyric from the record.
Yeah.
Right. That's from the record.
That's cute.
wow.
That's cute.
Yeah, that's incredible. But yeah, we're gonna miss him a
Yeah.
lot. You know what I'm saying? Hip hop
And then
lost
he
to.
created that children's cartoon, right? Abba Dabba.
Yeah, Yo Gabba Gabba.
Yo Gabba.
Oh, he did Yo Gabba Gabba?
He did
That's
Yo
he's the
Gabba
creator
Gabba.
of Yo Gabba.
I don't know if he's
No.
the creator. I know
No?
he's probably one of the creators on it.
Okay.
Yeah, and I know he used to pop up on it all the time.
Yeah, he probably
I do
was
remember
a
that.
big part of that show.
Yeah, because my daughter, she loved Yo Gabba. Oh my God, she loved Yo Gabba.
Someone says because of Yo Gabba Gabba, my son got exposed to Biz Markie.
That's right, because he would come on and he would do the human beatbox on the show.
Yeah.
He would do the human beatbox. He'd go, okay, see you later. And he kind of would do that thing.
Oh.
But he definitely had something to do with that show because he was a regular on Yo Gabba Gabba.
Wow.
Yeah, he was a regular on that show. I remember seeing him go, Bismarck is on Yo Gabba Gabba. Wow.
I mean, they're saying like Just a Friend is like his biggest song, but he has so many other good songs.
Yeah.
Sure, nobody beats the Biz.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Nobody beats the biz.
Yeah, that. You know what I mean? Like, so, I mean, he had a lot of records. I mean, Just a Friend was probably the closest to pop that he became.
Yeah.
That he got. You know what I'm saying? That kind of went out, into the white audience, you know, that particular
Crossed
record.
over.
What was the song with the toilet tissue and him on the toilet? Right?
Because he had Picking Boogers. Remember that record? Yeah, that was.
Picking Boogers.
And then he had dun, 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 dun,
Yeah,
dun,
like that.
dun,
Yeah.
dun, dun, right. This is something for the radio, right?
Yeah,
The
I love
radio
that.
kid.
I
Yeah,
love that
yeah.
one.
Come on, he had joints.
Yeah, he did.
Biz had hits. You better stop. I know how 97 is playing a bunch of his stuff right now.
Yeah.
And once again, I'm really sorry to hear that.
Make the music
With your mouth, Biz. That's right. Yeah, come on. I mean, if you could string him out, and he could do a concert by himself.
He could.
Because he had so many records.
You
You
should
got
have been
Fly
on
Tie number?
Versus.
We should call Fly Tie. You got.
I don't get. If I had Fly Time's number, I'd call him right now. And it was funny because I was just on.
I got his number.
I was on the boat ride with Craig G. Actually, the other day on Tuesday, which is really bizarre. You know what I'm saying? So that's okay. That does sound very interesting. Hey, yeah. So. Yeah, man. I mean, I think Maria Davis is going to call Fly Tie.
Somebody wrote, went to a Cool G rap show 30 years ago, and Biz Markie was DJing.
Mm-hmm.
A fight broke out, and Biz played sad country music and threatened to play it all night until everyone calmed down. Legend.
That's it, legend.
Yeah.
Biz was definitely a very funny character. Back when I was managing YZ, he was on YZ was signed to Live and Large, which was the sister label to Cold Chillin'.
Yeah.
Which was the sister label to Cold Chillin' Records. So we got to hang out with Biz, Kane, Cool G Rap. So it was kind of like a family. So I've seen Biz crack jokes and stuff like that. So he's definitely a major funny guy. So he's going to be definitely missed.
He used to come to Harlem a lot.
He got his hair cut. He would get his hair cut at Fig's Barbershop up in Harlem on 8th Avenue. Let me call.
He used to go to Mecca Audio.
Mecca Audio, I know. Yeah.
Right outside. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Incredible. What a day. Cynthia Tibbs says, rest in peace, Biz.
What a way to end the show.
All right, Bismarck. That is, that's rough stuff.
Yeah.
That is rough stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure we'll talk about it on Hip Hop Boulevard.
Oh, definitely. That's going to be a day.
So this week, to let you guys know what's going on, right? It's the Friday night, the Boardwalk Global Media Weekend, right? That we do every weekend. So,
Ty?
Yes, baby.
I'm on a podcast. We all called the Rock Logic, Sticky, and all of us called to give you our condolences.
Put his
I appreciate it.
put it to the mic. So we can
Oh, wait.
6:15.
Huh?
We lost him at 6:15 today.
Oh,
6:15.
wow.
oh, wow.
So
You went there?
did I go? No. His wife and his brother called me.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they called me at about 6:30.
Yeah, we were just talking to Lays, too. He sent his condolences out to you, too.
I appreciate it. I certainly do. Yeah. Biz has been pretty much in a coma for over a year.
Yeah.
Pretty much over a year. He wasn't talking. We did Zoom calls, and we would, whether it's me and Shantae and Kane or Shan or G or whoever, we would say hi Biz, hey Biz, this Biz, but he was not responding. to us.
Wow. So who was running his Twitter
And
account?
one time we did a Zoom call, and he said, hey, and that was it.
Wow.
So, it's kind of, we all of us had a conversation today, since it happened, and his wife, and I was saying, you know what? It's pretty selfish of us to want to just look at him laying in the bed. You know what I'm saying? He's been that way over a year. And for us to just be happy, Biz was an energetic person.
Yeah.
Biz
Yeah.
was everywhere. So for us to just want to look at him laying there, that's being selfish. So, he's in all reality, he wasn't with us anyway.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, he wasn't with us anyway. So, it's sad, but I think he's better off.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree.
Yeah.
That wasn't him in that bed in a coma.
And
You
that
look-
wasn't a life.
Yeah, and that's not a
wasn't a
life.
life.
That's not living, right?
And Biz, he was always full of fun.
Yeah.
I remember when Biz first got down with us, right before he got down, we used to say it was 4 Bizes. Because wherever we go, Biz would be standing in front of the venue saying, hey, Ty, can I get on with you?
Oh.
Was it that persistence that is the reason why you gave him the deal? Is that how that worked?
Well, I didn't have a label when I had Biz first. Coach Hill didn't exist. Our Biz was with me since 85, 86.
Woo.
Oh, wow.
We didn't have a label. So
Wow.
when I had Kane and Shan, we didn't have a label. I just managed them. I created the label because of them.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
The star was Mr. Magic.
Right.
We were on the Mr. Magic World Tour. And those were the members of the Juice Crew that was on the tour.
Wow.
Yeah, we didn't have a label. So the only one who had a record out was Shantae.
That's true. She
Oh, this is okay. Okay, got you.
That's the
Okay.
beginning.
This is the beginning.
In the beginning. Right. So this, and Mr. Magic always had this thing saying, persistence always overcomes resistance.
Right.
That's right. That's right.
Biz was the epitome of persistence.
I love it.
I mean, until he found where Marley lived at and stood in front of his door.
Oh,
Wow.
Oh,
that's persistence.
that is
right there.
persistence. Really.
Yeah, So, finally we took him, and Shan was the same way. Because Shan lived in the neighborhood with Marley. He kept on with, and finally he figured it out. He made a song about Marley, called it Marley Scratch.
Yeah, that's right.
Right.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, and Kane, I remember when Biz brought Kane, I just called the stage.
Hold on, Fly. Hold on. So Biz brought Kane. Is this what you're saying?
Yes.
Yes, Biz brought Kane.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
He brought Kane, TJ Swan, and Cool V.
Wow.
Okay.
Right. So when I always call the stage my stage. So it was just once again the Juice Crew World Tour. And I see Kane on my stage. I said, what the hell is that on my stage?
Right.
Shan, get him off my stage.
Wow.
And Cool V, because we had Juice Crew members, you kind of next man up. And we had a DJ named Backspin. So I made him Biz's DJ. Biz said, no, Cool V. and I didn't even know Cool V.
Right.
But I wasn't the type that would say my way or the highway either.
No.
So what I did, I said, I tell you what, Backspin do half the show, Cool V do half. Who's ever better? That's how we'll do it.
Yeah.
Cool V was better.
Wow. And he knew it. He knew
Right,
it.
he knew it, and Biz knew it too.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, all of them came like that, because G-Rap came through Polo. Polo, the first rap I had with Polo his name was Frost.
Oh.
Then he killed somebody and went to jail for 10 years.
Dang.
Okay. Frost was freezy.
Yeah, he was
Freezing
icy.
Frost.
He was ice cold.
Frost.
He was ice cold. Sub-Zero.
G-Rap was the new Biz. He was the one running behind us all the time.
Okay.
So when Frost went to jail, G-Rap stepped right in. So yeah, that was the nature of what we did anyway. And Biz fit that mold. And you got at that time, all of them were kids. I was a kid too, really. I was 20 something. That's a kid.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
And they were like teenagers. So it was like, when we be on the road, it was like I was the cool gym teacher or something.
Right.
Taking them on a school trip.
That's one hell of a school trip. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We're gonna tour across the country. You're gonna rock stages. This is your school trip. Like, this is the field trip, y'all.
When we first started, on the buses with us would be Salt-N-Pepa, Jekyll and Hyde, Rockmaster Scott.
Oh wow, the dynamic team.
Sounds, LL, and I'd be the only one of any kind of adult anything on the bus.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
that
you
must have
was
been
20?
a hard job.
I was having 24, 25.
And you was the chaperone.
I was the chaperone.
That is amazing.
But to keep them in order, I used to play the rhyme game. Like, you go from seat to seat, one person say a verse, and the second person got to say a verse, connect to the first verse. All the way to the back of the bus and back to the front. And it was fun. And the buses we were on, they were like, whoever the promoter was, they'd be the worst of the worst. The buses always broke down in the middle of nowhere.
The cheapest buses ever.
But being young, it didn't bother us. It was like an adventure.
Right. You're like, we're on a bus. So was it like the tour bus, like with the bunks and stuff, or?
No, it was no. Oh, you want us to be fancy? No.
Oh, you mean it was just a bus?
Yeah.
A bus.
Yeah, like the Chitlin Circuit bus.
Oh, okay.
Like the Chitlin Circuit bus.
Were your suitcases overhead? Like, okay.
And I don't mean Trailways or Greyhound either.
Right.
Wow.
Damn. Okay.
But if you can imagine this, most everybody, Shan was the oldest one in 19, Shan and Biz, they were 19.
Okay.
Everybody else was 18, 17, 16, like that.
All right.
But imagine having kids going on a bus outing, except on the bus outing, when we get to where we're going, they get paid.
Wow.
Right.
All right.
And they get the benefits of being stars. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Being stars, unlike, because New York, they didn't, we went to, let's say we would drive on buses all the way to Ohio,
Right.
whatever. When we got to Ohio, they'd be big stars.
Right.
Wow.
Right.
So just that feeling in itself, So that was a time, man, at the beginning that you saw people on the road that you never saw. That most of our hip hop at that day was New York. You never saw them in New York, but you see them on the road.
Right.
Tell us a funny story about Biz.
A funny story, a bunch of funny stories about Biz. I don't know if I want to tell them, but.
Oh. We all
just say
grown.
this. Let's just say this. Biz wasn't the prettiest person.
Okay, that's fair. This is common knowledge so far, Ty. It's common knowledge.
And I would ride next to Biz on the plane. Now, once we start taking planes, because when Biz had this huge bottom lip,
Right.
and he always slept with his mouth open and hanging
my
down
God.
that bottom lip. And one day we were on a flight, and this lady just started screaming. She woke up, and Biz's face was facing her with that bottom lip.
Oh my God.
Wow.
So that was pretty funny. But, and some girl back in New York saying he on tour with the Juice Crew. However, because I treated them really like a chaperone, because I'm the only one who had keys to their rooms. All the rooms were next to each other and connected. So I would knock on your door, knock, and just walk right in.
Wow.
That's how I did it. And every time I go and busy watching TV, I see the phone, the hotel phone, hook off the phone on the bed.
Oh.
Biz, you got the phone off the hook. Oh, I'm talking to somebody. You're talking to somebody. I've been here 20 minutes.
Wow.
Right.
I just know it. And I pick up the phone, and sure enough, there'd be somebody on the other end.
Oh, no.
I didn't pay attention to it until I got the bill.
Jeez. So let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
So, I'm reading the media reports about Biz's passing, and they all mention Just a Friend, as like one of his biggest singles. Was it a true story?
Excuse me?
Was it a true story?
A true story about what?
Just a Friend, the song.
Well, I don't understand what
Tell him the whole story. He didn't hear you.
Oh, no, I said that. I don't know if you heard me from the beginning, but I'll repeat. So in the media right now, they're saying that, Biz's biggest, hit is Just a Friend. But I wanted to know, is the song true? Is it based on a true story?
It's about Shan.
Oh.
I don't know if you know, Shan had a song called Left Me Lonely.
Yes, yeah.
So
I remember
Just a
that.
Friend Left Me Lonely Part 2.
Oh, that's interesting.
I wish I had a bomb to drop.
Shan had a girlfriend named Serena. Serena went to Colgate University. She was this girl. She lived near Queensbridge, but she didn't live in Queensbridge. She lived in one of the private houses. All right. And then she went to Colgate. She was a very bright girl. And whenever Shan would call, he would hear somebody in the background. And Serena would always say, he's just a friend.
Oh, okay.
Right. So
Bombs
when it
being
ultimately
dropped.
came out to what it was, Shan made the song Ran With Another Man Left Me Lonely.
Okay. Okay.
Which is why the connection is TJ Swan. Because TJ Swan was Biz's singer, but he sung the hook for Shan.
Got it.
Wow.
Yeah, so,
Quick question, because there's something else, Todd, that they have that's on social media. Was Biz supposed to be singing the chorus for She's Just a Friend?
Yeah.
It was always supposed to be that.
He was fooling around. He was that was like Biz let me just say, I remember I had friends of mine that had nothing to do with the music industry. Anything I did in the studio, I would take to them to let them hear it.
Mm-hmm.
Just anybody lived in Flatbush or Bedford-Stuyvesant, because I'm from Brooklyn.
Right.
Brownsville, and they thought that's a hit time, whatever. I want to see how people reacted. Well, Just a Friend, people thought I was crazy. What are you doing?
Right. That's right.
Okay.
Ty, you done lost it. You don't know what you're doing anymore. You done lost it.
You're bugging.
So, my attitude was, it's going to win because he can't sing.
Right.
That's what we said.
Right.
That's what we said.
That made the record.
That made the record.
The
Okay.
fact he can't sing is going to make the record, because what happens, people won't mind singing along with him.
I see.
Right. That's right.
That's true.
Because they can't sing.
Because they can't sing. He's like
They
the
can't sing.
Okay.
right. He's
Yeah.
like the ringleader.
Yeah, I just read something on Twitter that said that he basically sang the song because the people who were supposed to sing that part didn't show up.
I don't remember that.
Okay.
There you go. See, you can't believe
Straight from Ty.
This is straight. We mainline it right here.
No, this is good. No, this is good.
He was a comedic rapper from day one.
Right.
Whether it was Make the Music, Biz is Going Off, Nobody Beats the Biz, but everything was with him was humorous. Even before I had Cold Chillin', I was making a deal with CBS for Biz. They had I ended up putting out an EP on him, but there was a label called Silver Fox on CBS.
Okay.
And they wanted Biz to do a remake called They're Coming to Take Me Away.
They're coming
Some
to
song
take
that
me
had been
away.
big in the
Ha
60s.
Yes.
Right. So it's just so funny. A A&R person from this Silver Fox label happened to be around. It was a block party. Biz was performing, and he just knew Biz was this person that should be doing this song over.
Wow.
And the first song we ever did was they're coming to take me away. Well, Silver Fox somehow lost their deal. And because of that, we just stopped dealing with them. You know, and then we decided that's not, my first attempt at a label was called Bridge Records.
Okay, that's
with sand with the bridge on it.
right. The bridge. Oh my God. Yeah, I know. Yep.
All right, and the bridge records. The bridge was not the A side of that song. The A side was called Beat Biter.
I remember that. I remember that.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the bridge, Sand and Marley did not want to put it on the record because it was written as a song for what they call Bridge Day that they had every summer in Queensbridge.
Got you.
But I was like this. However, we had a lot of routines. A lot of our songs were routines.
Right.
On the artists. So if the crowd responded greatly to the routine, let's put it on wax.
Right.
Let's do it. Yeah. And I had to sneak that record on there. It wasn't even the first record on the B side. The first record on the B side was Beat by the Dub. And then The Bridge was the second record. Oh. But people thought it was a record because the name of the company was Bridge.
Right.
And that was what you saw on the cover.
That's right.
But I learned a lot because we got just raw with that label. I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know how to buy vinyl. I was paying top dollar for everything.
Right.
And we just got,
Yeah, you got had. Yeah, everybody gets had in the music industry. Let's be clear. Your first ride, you gonna get had.
Right. But I knew what not to do next
time. The next time, that's it. That's exactly it. You got to be a quick learner.
And I knew. Okay, I got to learn retail.
Yeah,
that's a real important part. It's a Lenny Fisselberg.
Lenny, yeah.
So quick thing, Ty, because I want to hit the chat room because the chat room's been popping off since you've been talking. A lot of condolences for Biz. My DJ, actually, who's my brother, DJ Storm, he says, do you remember when we left, when I left, Shake What Your Mama Gave You Home? We were on tour. And my brother, who's my DJ, left the record I was supposed to perform, Shake What Your Mama Gave You at home. And Biz was DJing at the venue. And we had to borrow the record from Biz in order to perform at that venue at the time. Yeah.
Well,
we had to.
So listen, that's so parallel to what happened to us. Marley Marl never had the right records.
That's funny. That's funny.
Marley Marl, because what Marley Marl did, Marley was the first one to bring a drum machine on stage.
Right.
Because it sounded like a band. And when we were going across country, we were really introducing rap to a lot of markets. Mm-hmm. So they were used to bands. Like the Sugar Hill artists, they caught a brick. Because if they went out to do a show and the kids would say, and they would say a DJ, they didn't understand it. And they would say, oh, they're lip syncing, boo! Wow. So Marley took the 808 drum machine. The beats hit hard on that, so it was okay.
Right.
And he would just scratch a little bit.
Got
he
you.
Would play the beat from the record. Well, a lot of times we'd be on the road, and Marley would carry two records. Or no, the new guy had to carry whatever you had to carry. Yeah. So Shan would carry the records and the drum machine.
Wow.
You get there, I say, Marley, where's the record for Have a Nice Day?
Wow, man.
And Red Alert used to come to our rescue. And what was so significant about that, we were having radio wars with Red Alert.
Right, because you on BLS.
Right.
That's right. You on BLS.
So
Red was on Kiss.
People thought we didn't like each other.
Right.
And initially we didn't until we met one another.
Right.
And everybody was cool. So people don't even know this. Red Alert became Roxanne Shantae's DJ for a minute.
Wow.
Yeah. I actually remember that. Yep.
Biz became her beatbox because he was Shan's beatbox first.
Right.
And then he became Shantae's beatbox. They did a song, Death Fresh Crew, just spontaneously.
That's what's up.
We were at the Philadelphia Spectrum, and Shantae was like, she was better when she was mad. And we never got on. Our tour would go on another tour every now and then. So we got on tour with New Edition and the whole Full Force crew. And they didn't get along with us because they had the girl they called the real Roxanne.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I remember
we
that.
We got there. They tried to make it difficult for us to perform, and they didn't want Red to they didn't want Red to hook up or something. That what they we got 20 minutes. We never did a show 20 minutes ever.
Right.
That was never that short of time. You got 20 minutes from now. I can't do anything till we get paid. Right? So I'm in there taking care of money, and next thing I know, I had Chantel, I had Mr. Magic introduce a Roxanne Chantel with no turntables.
Oh.
And no nothing. And she
Nope.
walks out there, and she tells what's going on. She says, I'm so sick of these MFs, blah, 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 blah. I don't need no turntables.
Ooh.
Biz.
Wow.
And they did the whole show just her and Biz.
Wow, that's amazing.
You know what? I think that was, if I'm not mistaken, I think that was depicted in her movie. In
Yeah, it was, yes.
yeah, that actual scene was depicted in her movie. Actually, something to that effect. That's right. Wow,
Got
that's
one last
crazy.
question.
Biz was incredible.
Yeah.
You know, he could beatbox for. Now, the reason TJ Swan got involved, we had a show at Coney Island. We had a contest at Coney Island.
I remember that.
All right, that's when we discovered Stet.
That's the Sonic. I was there.
Oh, you found
I was
Stetson
there.
Sonic in Coney Island?
I was there.
Stet is a Juice Crew act.
Yep.
A Juice Crew act.
I remember when they won.
They won our contest.
Yep.
All
I was
right.
there.
But performing was Shantae and Shan.
Well,
And Biz showed up with this kid named TJ Swan. And he knew how I was about my stage.
Right. The fly tie my stage.
So he said, watch him. And he did, Biz did the beats, and Swan sung Look at Me by Johnny Mathis.
Wow.
But in a hip hop form, it was just, and the crowd went crazy.
Holy smokes.
And so it was different, you know, it was just totally different, you know, and business beatboxing was different than Dougie's and Buffy's.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
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 All three of them were different.
This is amazing. This is an
Hip-hop
amazing.
history.
Hey, Ty, you got to come on the show, bro.
Yeah, we got to get him
Well,
on the
I,
show.
you gotta come on the show.
I got stories for days.
But
My God.
before I got one
No, I
last
need
question.
my own podcast so he can do my show.
You can come. What are you talking about?
I was asking him. I was telling him.
Wait, listen, you good to go. I'm waiting for you.
I ain't get my CPR yet.
You messed up right there.
Listen, but you're good.
I got one last question.
Class.
Just
Go
one
ahead.
last question. One last question. One of my favorite songs used to be Nobody Beats the Biz. One of my favorite songs when I was younger was Nobody Beats the Biz.
That was the genius of Marley Marl.
So talk to me about, because I know that, you know, we would have the commercials during the day of the Wiz.
Nobody beats the Wiz, right?
That's
So
where it came from.
yes, I know. But what was the backstory to that? Because didn't they sue or something like that?
They sued, which was dirty, because Biz did that song. He was naive. I was naive. Crazy. Biz used to do beats outside in front of stores to get money with a hat or whatever, a box on the floor or whatever.
Right.
He used to be in front of Crazy Eddie. They would chase him away. The Wiz would not chase him away. So he wanted to do a song tribute to the Wiz.
Right.
And we put the song out. And it was really they were really cheap, because all they wanted was to get half price on the wholesale price. That's what they sued us. They wanted this. They didn't sue. The settlement was, when they buy Nobody Beats the Biz, they want half price. So that was the settlement.
Got
It
you.
wasn't a big issue.
So it's like as if they own half the record, basically, is what they were saying.
No, not. They don't own nothing. They just,
When you sold it to
the
them,
Wiz was also,
what happened? Did you phone down, Maria?
from us, they didn't want to pay full price like everybody else.
Got you. Okay, all right. So they cut a deal.
Yeah, so that's how we settled that.
Wow.
But yeah, that was and then somebody else wrote that jingle. Another kid actually wrote that jingle. Nobody Beats the Wiz. So we ended up splitting it with him.
Okay.
The publishing side.
Publishing, yeah.
Right, the writer. The
You
original
got the writers. Yeah.
Okay.
Ty, listen, man, we want to thank you for coming on, bro.
Yeah,
like
you gotta come back.
We got to get them on the
we
show.
did. We got that 9 o'clock. We done. We go 2 hours. We do 7 to 9. So, listen, you are welcome anytime to come on to my show, or when we get Maria started to come on her show, or you can do both shows. It's up to you, bro. Cause you got hip hop history stories, bro.
Yeah, he
Listen,
does.
listen, hold on. I'm gonna tell you something real quick, then I have to go.
Okay.
You guys don't know that me, Russell Simmons, and Andre Harrell were roommates.
I remember that.
What in college?
There's a bunch of stories there.
Oh boy.
I have to run.
All right.
And I appreciate you guys, and thanks so much.
Yeah, thank you.
Welcome, love you.
Big shout out to Fly Tie Coachella,
Fly
man.
tie.
Right time.
Y'all heard it here first, everyone.
Wow.
Hit
what a
the
show.
like button if you like this
What a
Y'all heard
content.
it
Show.
first. Y'all
Hit
heard it
the
first.
like button and share.
What's up,
baby.
Rocky?
The stories were amazing.
Okay, just Rocky, just to get you up to speed. I know that's Fly Tie, who was the president of Cold Chillin' Records, and all the business records that came out under Fly Tie, and the Juice Crew came out under Fly Tie, and Kane was on Cold Chillin', and all of those.
Little kids sitting down, looking, listening to this.
Right, we all were.
Yeah, so yeah, we was all, because now we're hearing all these stories, which is great. Marianne done this is great show. Thank you. Have a great weekend. Yes, we'll see you soon, Marianne. Deneen says Fly Tie. Make sure you'll share the show, because this is kind of one of those moments in history.
You won't see it anywhere
That's
else.
right. Absolutely.
That was historical.
Yes.
That's right.
You know what
That's
I'm saying?
right.
It's like, just being on the air and an event happening and it changing the context of the show, and being able to spin on a dime, it's, it's
we
like one of those
spin on a
things that
dime,
happen.
That's
Yeah.
right.
So
We had a whole format.
You see what happens
Sorry,
when-
Jeff. We hit one topic.
we had to go
Sorry.
somewhere. We had to go somewhere right there. So Maria, what are you doing this week, and when are you coming back, and when are we starting the Mad Wednesdays podcast? That's
There
all
we
I'm
go.
saying. Now I'm putting it in
For
your
the
lap.
CPR training.
Yeah, come on. Now I'm putting it on your lap now.
Right after the CPR training.
Right.
Don't be trying to help her out, man.
I'm
I
helping
you.
her. Helping her out.
Learn how to breathe.
Woman
Right.
power.
Don't forget, the last time I was on this show, Maria was on too.
That's right. That's right.
That was
That's
the last.
right.
Yeah,
And that was
yeah.
a week after my birthday.
That sure was. That was
And
a lot.
you brought cheese.
You bought cheesy, but I bought champagne. We had Prosecco.
A whole woman
Yeah.
talking about masculinity on the show.
Listen, man, the cheese is masculine. Cheese like your cheese.
Cheese is French.
A cake is soft. I went hard cheese. So, conversation with Maria Davis podcast. That's what. Deneen has the title already.
Yes. Because
Conversations
She
with
ready.
Maria Davis podcast.
There you go.
Yeah, we're gonna get that going. So, what's up? What's your first date? You want to talk about it on the phone later?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can talk later.
There you go.
Just
You
saying.
told me we was talking later last time. We really better talk this time.
No, I'm saying, yeah. Let's. I'm saying, like, you want to start like in
We got to
August?
talk about the clubhouse.
Yeah, and the
simulcast.
clubhouse
Oh
thing.
yeah.
We
You
gotta
got
talk
your
about
invitation on you? Do you have an invitation?
No, I didn't get it.
I'll send you one to your phone.
Okay.
Yeah,
You
because
got
then
an
we,
invitation to clubhouse?
yeah, and then let's create something there.
Okay, so I'll send it to y'all tonight.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
let's create it.
simulcast is. You can do the simulcast when you do
Yeah.
the shows on Friday.
Exactly.
Yes,
Yvette
you sure can.
Alvario. Rest in peace, Biz. Thank you, and I hope you got a chance to see that Fly Tie interview.
Yeah.
because that was really
That's
just
epic,
powerful.
epic.
That was
Yeah,
epic.
yeah.
Like the show and share it, people.
Word. So Maria, I'm gonna cut out, man. I'm going home.
Yeah.
I'm going back to bed. Like I've been like kind of resting like really all week. I've been nice
Oh,
and
I
easy.
had a great time.
Yeah, it was a nice
I really
comeback for
did.
you.
Yeah, I love
Nice
it.
comeback for you.
Where
Yeah.
were you, Robin? You just
Working for the man.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you can sing the Rolling song. too.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
Left
she's
a
big
good
wheel.
job
Yeah.
in the
city,
working
For the man every night and day.
but I never
Lost 1 minute of sleep.
But
What?
on the riverboat queen. Big wheels keep on turning. Proud Mary keep on burning. And I'm gonna do it.
said rolling,
Rolling.
Rolling.
Rolling,
rolling on the river.
rolling on the river.
That's it. That's where the man comes in. Masculinity. That's right, baby.
Yo, we'll see you next week, all right?
Had a
The
great
Real
time,
Discussion
guys.
with Rock Logic. Gary Fax, Rocky D, Robin, and special guest Maria Davis. Thank
There
you
you
so
go.
much for stopping by. Couldn't have been better than that.